Hello and welcome to the Party Dungeon. This is Dungeon Party. As always, I'm your DM, Blake Peoples, and this is your cast. And that's the first time that I've gotten through that without them interrupting, I think, ever.
Victory Royale!
It's because I'm texting.
Winfield, you are a little off to the side, just so you know.
Oh.
But everybody else looks freaking great. You guys look great. I haven't seen you guys in such a long time. I've heard Peter and Winfield's voices, but I haven't seen you guys in like a long time.
We played Star Wars last
so
Monday.
much life.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, just me and Chelsea.
Well, I miss you guys. I guess I miss you guys so much because it really influenced my memory, and I forgot about Peter and Winfield. So.
Jesus.
So what you're saying is me and Chelsea's light outshines them.
Yeah, I'm comfortable saying that. Yeah.
I'm comfortable saying that.
It's really good to see you guys. It's not great to hear the Victory Royale song, but we're back.
Get down.
We're playing D&D. I have the word hot dog on my hand.
Why is that, Blake?
Because we had a hot dog party yesterday at work. My coworker said, "I'm gonna go get hot dogs. Do you guys want some?" And there was nobody in the store because it was raining all day, so we just ate hot dogs and put on hot dog themed music. It was great. It was the most fun I've had at work in a year and a half.
Speaking of your work, were you working today?
Yeah.
I was walking by, and as I walked by, I watched like 7 people walk in at once, and I was like, oh god.
It was one of the busiest days we've had this year, which is fucking absurd to me because it's a toy
Mother's
store.
Day presents.
Right, no, there were a bunch of moms, like families who came in buying toys for their children, which I guess is a thing on Mother's Day now. You get toys for your
Absolutely
kids?
not.
Apparently it is! I know, I'm like,
So fucked up.
if I ever have kids, they getting shit on Mother's Day. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know, it was
You're gonna
wild.
shit on your
Nothing
kids?
on Mother's
They
Day.
ain't gonna get shit. I'll shit on them every other day. Yeah, Tommy's not with us because he's in freaking Europe, the lucky devil. But guess who is with us today? Phoenix is back. He's not. He's not back. One day.
He always says, he's like, why do you think I'm not gonna come back? I'm like, because you threaten not coming back every other day.
Every time I talk to
He's
him.
like, I do, yeah.
Every time I
saw
talk to him, he's like, oh yeah, I'll come back soon. And I'm like, when? He's like, oh, I don't know, soon. So he's never coming back. Turns dead. That's
Except
okay.
May, and we are well
It's
into
May. It's May, bud.
Yeah.
Well.
I knew it. I knew it. I called this in the beginning. I said, you're gonna enjoy your free Sunday evenings too much, and you're not gonna return.
It makes me sad. I miss him,
In
but
that case, if he really doesn't return, nobody's allowed to be sad about Turn anymore. Fuck him.
Turn.
Whose turn?
I don't know about Turn.
Fuck his Turn.
Anyway, we're gonna
All
play
my
some
homies
D&D.
hate Turn.
Does anybody have any announcements or cherished bits that they would like to engage in before we get started?
Oh, I don't know. Are there any cherished bits?
It's been a while. Hard to remember.
Wait a second.
Please
I feel
don't
like
skip cherished bits. I'm trying to order dinner.
There's some
Michael-
cherished bits in the
Michael,
chat.
Michael, you had something?
Don't. He's
Right?
just gonna sing the song.
I really want to chug jug with you. We'll become Fortnite gamers. Well, okay.
What? Yeah, I watched the Moon Knight finale.
I did too.
It's about, like, what shows I'm watching, right?
Right, that's what it's
I watched
about.
the Moon Knight finale. I watched Multiverse of Madness. Really good.
I actually heard pretty good things about
Don't fucking
that.
attack me.
No,
for
I
liking
actually heard great things about
I know,
that.
not you, not you, not you.
Also, Moon Knight I liked. It was my favorite Marvel show they've done.
It was
good.
so good. My dad doesn't like it, and I'm gonna have to go fight him.
There's a lot of people who aren't. And I'm like, it's like objectively
Like-
good though.
He's like, I'm not keen on this character. I'm like, which one? Because they're all great.
Right.
Um,
It's like the most interesting character-driven
Yeah,
plot that
yeah.
MCU's done in a while. I'm like, wow, yeah, this rules. Whatever, it's fine.
also, I also started watching the X-Men movies. I realized I had only ever seen the first one.
The like
So, I mean,
original
like,
ones or
I'm
like
like-
the
Yeah,
Days of
the
Future Past ones?
The original
Man.
ones. I
Man,
only
do those
saw-
movies ever go up and down in quality?
They sure do.
I just finished X2, and even though everybody told me to skip 3, I'm still watching it. I feel like I have to.
I watched it. It's definitely not the worst thing you'll ever watch.
There's worse superhero
It's time for another round of What's Chelsea
There she is.
Playing? Sorry, Multiverse Chelsea just came in a different universe. She has a bit that's What's Chelsea Watching. So, guys, it's been nothing but Lego Star Wars. I finished the story mode. It's not really story mode, you know, playing through the story. And I am well on my way to getting that 100% baby.
Woo!
I've got
Pog.
Yeah. Why am I laggy? The fuck? Phoenix is fucking with our Wi-Fi. Or no, this is the multiverse.
Whoa!
Dye my hair red in honor of Wanda, and like, it's hard to see here.
Oh, it is red. Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, that's
That is some
cool.
chaos magic up in here, baby.
It's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
I have to dye my hair before September.
That's it. Oh, also, I got the best birthday card. This isn't What's Chelsea Playing.
It's Chelsea's corner.
So,
Wait.
happy 5th birthday, of course.
Yeah. Sorry, I never actually read what was written inside it, and I'm really confused. I think somebody was writing, like, directions on... Okay, never mind. We're gonna deal with that later.
Okay.
But anyway.
Happy 5th birthday,
I'm
Chelsea.
5 years old.
Happy 5th birthday.
That's so nice.
This has been another round of What's Chelsea Playing.
Nice.
That's it.
Tommy can't do his book bit, though it is a good one. So I guess... Oh, yeah.
I have a quick bit I can do. Earlier today, it's laundry day, so I just had on a shirt that I didn't realize had my company name and logo on it. And then a few minutes before stream, I was like, oh, I shouldn't wear that. So I was going through my old shirts, and I found a shirt from a high school trip
Ooh.
that, you have to understand this was a choir trip, and my teacher's name was Miss Core.
Miss Core.
Miss Core. So we were given shirts that said, "We're hardcore."
Oh, bud.
The problem I realized was if I wear this on stream, this
We're
is all you
hard.
would see.
We're hard!
You should wear it.
You
Yeah,
should
I
probably
wear this
wear
on
that.
stream.
Oh.
Okay, wait. You know, I had a great moment with our beloved Phoenix the other night.
Our
where-
beloved Phoenix. We can only refer to him like that from now on.
He's ours. Where I like to watch those videos online about like, oh, how to play this character in D&D, because it
The Tulok the Barbarian building character.
and B, like, teaches me more things about D&D. So, because my entire feed right now across all social media is Multiverse of Madness, it was like, how to play Scarlet Witch. And I was like, oh, this is a fucking great build. And so I said, I'm gonna come onto stream tomorrow and be like, fuck. Here's my new character, Monda Waximov.
Mondo Waximov, huh?
And I didn't hear what I said for
Yeah.
about a minute.
Yeah, wax him off.
Wax him off! Wax him on, wax
Wax
him
him
off.
off.
That's like a Bond character name.
No. This beer is 8%, and I regret it. I regret it.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be a good session. Speaking of sessions, Michael.
Can I usually don't do this.
Yeah.
But I found a game.
This is the one you told me
um,
about?
After I found it, I haven't stopped playing it for about a week now. It's called Across the Obelisk. It's like a multiplayer Slay the Spire, and I've been playing it single player.
Michael, when you sent me
You
that
want the
text
friend?
about how you're like, it'd be really fun multiplayer, I was like, I know what you want.
I'm trying to be subtle.
It's working. yeah. Hey, who knows? Maybe we'll do a little play of it.
Oh, I mean, if you got that from what I was talking about, sure. I wasn't asking that.
Oh yeah, if you want to.
Sure. All right. Well, let's play some D&D. Speaking of
Guys, I also
cooperative
got new
games,
Dice.
you guys are gonna kill me.
Welcome to my dice review channel.
Wait, I was wondering because I've been watching. I go through phases on anime. Sometimes I want to watch it. Sometimes I really don't want to watch it. I've been watching some anime recently.
Me too.
And I just had a passing thought, like, what should we call Blake? Like, Blake Dono, Blake Sama.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Here's the thing, Michael, is we're not doing this one.
Why not?
I don't need to be called with the Japanese honorific. I feel like that's the final nail in my neckbeard coffin, and I don't wanna do that. I won't say this on stream, actually. Never mind.
I think I know exactly what you were about to reference.
You do. But
Blake Kuhn.
let's just go with Blake. We're very familiar, so no need for the honorific. Okay, do you want to play D&D? Is that okay?
That was just a passing thought I
Do you
had.
think we could play D&D? Would that be okay?
Well,
Alright, I'm starting it. Alright, so
What the fuck happened?
last time on yeah, well, last
Got
time
really high last.
yeah, that's pretty much what happened. after
I read a
Rapper
book.
Soldier Boy came in and did a performance.
after saving the town of Kelshar from a siege at the hands of the criminals, terrorists, dandy lads, whatever you want to call them, Pell and Mel, our heroes saw to some of the beginnings of the reconstruction effort, but ultimately made their way back to their home to take a well-deserved weekend of rest before their spring term of classes starts up on Monday.
I want to take a weekend of rest, if you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, it can be arranged, but I hope you don't.
Did you say rest or resk?
Rest.
Fuck you.
Heather comes into school one day saying, Shanti, I'm your new mom.
That
No.
would maybe the worst case scenario, actually. In any case,
I can change him.
New arc. New arc.
in any
Rest
case,
arc.
the gang, Una read a book, and the rest of the gang got fucking. Well, I think Everett just did some research. No, he got high too. You guys all got high. Y'all hotboxed Lamon's tiny hut and
I don't
just.
think Everett joined us.
He definitely did because he was phasing in and out and was goofing around about it.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to originally, but he did come join you later.
I know
So
Sean D did because we lost him.
Yeah, he had to take a lap.
he took his lap.
It's a very real world experience I have with people who are stoned.
Right. So yeah, that's what happened last time, and as you know, the afternoon wore into evening, and y'all found your way to rest. You wake up the next day. You do have something on the docket today, it being Sunday the 3rd of Seleucus. You have a picnic date with your good friend Elias. Yeah, but yeah, you wake up. Some of you feel
I forgot how to roll.
a little weird. Some of you feel smarter. But either way, this song is too creepy. Yeah. What do you guys want to do this morning?
I'd like to read for one more hour.
Okay, you can read for another hour. Get up early to read. We'll say your picnic date with Elias is set for like 3 p.m. So if there's anything anybody wants to do before that, let's do
Probably
it.
breakfast.
Yeah, well, I figured.
Break our fast.
Yeah.
This has just become we talk out Sims.
I mean, here's the thing, you guys.
Oh my.
We're about to go to school for a couple of weeks, so I sure hope you have things that you wanted to do.
I mean, I think we do, but We have like a couple hours before we go out, right?
Yeah. It's morning time, so you have until like 3 p.m. to do whatever you want. Remember, classes begin anew tomorrow.
I'm gonna make sure all my journals and pencils are in order and ready. Oh man.
You got new color-coded binders.
All the different highlighters.
I did some sort of independent research and horribly failed my roll last time, correct?
Yeah, you did.
That was on shifters, right?
Yes, that was.
Can I take another swing at that during the morning?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. After breakfast, I'll go to the library then.
Cool. Get a nice hearty breakfast.
But it still strangely tastes of clam chowder.
it'll never not taste like
Permanently
clam
changed
chowder.
our taste buds.
Not quite the same. I miss it. It's not good thinking food here.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead. You can make your history check or your investigation check, whichever you prefer.
I think it was history last time. Nat 1. Starting off strong.
Okay, yeah, I mean, no, you don't find
Sweet,
anything.
I'm still slightly high from yesterday. The words are just kind of swimming.
It's not quite.
Brain fog.
Yeah, you got that brain fog going on. Yeah, I mean, cool. You get some breakfast. Your friend in the kitchen subtly implies that she knows you got high yesterday and gives you like way more food than you asked for.
Sorry we didn't invite you. We'll have to next time.
You don't have to, but you know what? I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Yeah.
Can I do something?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to.
Okay, Tether is gonna crawl underneath the porch
Mm-hmm.
where the fungi garden is.
Right.
And because this is like out of game to speak of like she's 1 week left in completing her project on learning more about her upbringing.
You're 2 weeks away.
I thought it was 1 week because I did I had 2 weeks and then I did 1 week of it at the library. Not at the library.
You're right. Why did I not mark that then? Whatever. Sure. I believe you.
Anyway, and so in order to like not to like complete it right now, but as like a what is it? Like the beginning of an end of the project, Tether is gonna cast Divination level 4.
Oh wow.
Druid spell.
First level 4 spell of the campaign.
Now, I did control water on
Oh
Friday.
yeah, you did.
Me and Everett had a pool
To
party.
go to a pool party.
Cowabunga, dude.
We had a pool party. And it's about, and I can ask one question. I can use my magic in an offering, my offering being the fungi I have. They have to be worth at least 25 gold.
I'd say that those are probably worth 25 gold, yeah.
Okay, and I have a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity occurring within the next 7 days. I want to ask the question, what I will find.
Okay. I guess, do you ask that word for word? You just go under there and then set up
No,
your little ritual circle? Like, what do you do here?
What should I ask?
So what I will say, though, is the sacrificial offering appropriates your religion. You also need, like, incense. Do you have that? Or you could make a quick run for that, probably. But the incense is... You need incense, and then you also need, like, the mushrooms.
Oh, I don't know where I read that as one thing.
The incense is technically the thing that's worth 25, but since you use those mushrooms for your poison making, I'll say that that's definitely worth 25 gold pieces, so...
You're a druidic cult. Doesn't pipeweed count as incense?
Pipeweed would count as incense, yeah.
Sure, I'll use that.
Okay.
And I'll ask, why was I created?
Why was I created? And you are asking who?
Mama Zugs.
Say your fucking name or I'm not gonna let you cast the spell.
Dougie Mama.
The Zuckerberg. It's actually Mark Zuckerberg. No,
Zuckerberg.
I'm asking Zuck Tomoy,
Okay.
goddess of rot.
Why was I made?
What spell was this again?
Divination.
Divination.
Oh, cool.
So, you, under the porch, like the pipeweed, gather your mushrooms. And at first they begin to wither as you ask this question, as though the energy and life force is being drained out of them. But then they sprout back. And they begin to grow larger and more numerous until just in front of your eyes, one mushroom, a red-capped, white-spotted mushroom, just begins to pop up everywhere, completely filling the garden beneath the porch. The other mushrooms are ousted, like completely driven out of the ground as this wave of mushrooms just pops up. You hear a crack of wood as the mushrooms have grown into the foundations of the porch with such force that it cracks open slightly, and then the growing stops.
I realize that's it. I'm just pausing for dramatic effect.
I figured.
Tether's gonna sit there confused for a bit.
Alright, fair enough.
Wait.
Did it crack in a way that I would have heard if I were in my room or not?
No. It's not a serious crack, but the foundation did split under the porch.
I just rolled a straight intelligence check and got an 18. And so she's not actually confused for long.
Well, I mean, it is an open-ended reading. You can take what you will
it's like
from it.
she gets the base implication, but not the intent, we'll say. Cool. Okay, Tether is shooketh for the rest of the day.
Fair enough.
Condition shooketh.
Condition shooketh.
Put that on your character sheet.
I'll put it in there.
All right. What are the rest of you up to? If nothing, we can just fast forward to the picnic.
Yeah, I don't think Shandy is doing anything post-research failure.
Your eyes hurt too bad.
Yeah. I'm to lay down.
Someone's taking it easy, maybe playing the flute out on the deck,
Cool.
like he likes to do. Not a euphemism. Just playing the flute.
It's always a
So
euphemism in this campaign.
I was doing a dark ritual underneath your flute.
You
playing.
playing the flute, yeah. Cool. Yeah, alright, so you, as the time rolls around, those of you who have actually been to where Elias is living right now will probably have to lead the way, which is, I believe, Una, Septon, and Tether. So, Shandi. Everett isn't tagging along. He's like, I don't really know this guy, and I would like to meet him, but Colrail's having me do some extracurricular sort of classes to catch up with y'all, so yeah, I might stick around today.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Alright. And he
Cool.
drifts away. So I guess Shandi's the only one here who hasn't actually been there before.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you head your way to the west, towards the place where your sweet boy Elias lives right now. Cool. As you walk up, you see the tower that Averth has been staying in recently, that Elias has been, like, helping him out with his research. But you also see the farmhouse next to it, and the large, potentially rock-sized barn on the grounds of this farmhouse. As you get closer, you can see sitting on a wooden sort of rocking chair out front, rocking back and forth, is not Elias, but Ash. But as you approach, waves at you as you're walking up. As you get within earshot, he stands up and says, "It's great to have you here. Welcome. I'm so glad we could keep this appointment."
Same.
It's good to see you in, like, not life-threatening conditions.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
Right. Well,
The last time we saw each other was the...
Right. Yes, that was quite an event. Well, no, we're under good. We're in good hands here. If you don't mind, if you just walk around to the back, I have everything set up back there. I'm gonna run inside and tell the Woldfalls that you're here. I'm sure they'd like to meet you as well.
Is that the family you're staying with?
Yes, it's the kind couple who are they're being kind enough to let me stay in their abode for the time being. Really lovely people. But I'll meet you back around the back. Please, take your shoes off, whatever. Make yourself comfortable, whatever you prefer. I'll be out with the food in just a moment. There's a big blanket. I set it out under the tree, out back. So, yes.
I'll head that way.
Cool.
I feel like we're being wooed.
You head out around the back, and you see that behind this little farmhouse there is a large tree, like it's almost reminiscent of that one with the swing on the way up to Kelshar. It's similarly sized and also similarly kind of unjoined. It's standing alone. Under that tree, it's 40, 50 feet behind the farmhouse. There are what looks to be a series of different blankets that have been sewed together just to create a large space to sit on. Definitely too large for a party twice your size, but yeah. Pretty much right as you get around the corner and reach the blanket, you see Elias, now looking like Elias, coming out the back carrying just a big box, wooden crate. Behind him are two dwarven individuals, fairly old. You get the sense that they're on in years. One of them is in a gruff-looking dwarven man. You can see that he has one of his legs is wooden. He has a red beard that's starting to turn, that's gray on the sides. It's got little streaks of white through it, and pretty heavy scarring on his bare forearms. And next to him is a dwarven woman, brown hair, back in a bun, just barely starting to turn gray, and no shortage of laugh lines on her face. They're both carrying crates as well. As they come out, Elias says, Mr. and Mrs. Woldfall, these are my friends from the Bright Futures Initiative. They've saved my life more than once, and I'm glad that you can meet them. And the older man says, "You're the ones what took my bird the other day." It's like, yes, well, I did this. Like, oh, no. Sounds like she had some usefulness. After all these years, I'm sure she liked taking a flight like that. It's not often I get the chance to take her out anymore.
We couldn't have saved the city without her.
Saved the whole city.
It rocked.
Oh, I like you! Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm sure she appreciated it. I'm Garl, and this is my wife, Triss. It's lovely to meet all of you. If you need anything, please let us know. We're gonna be inside. Don't want to intrude on your little picnic today, but please, if you need anything at all, we'll be right inside. We're so happy to see young Elias hanging out with some friends his age. Yes, well, very much appreciated. I can take those from here. And sort of hustles all the crates down onto the blanket. Says, yes, thank you. They're like, right. Like, Garl says, I'm gonna go mend the old shed. Don't mind me. And he takes his leave, stumbling over towards the barn. Triss heads back on inside, and Elias starts pulling out little plates of sandwiches and salads and fruits and little, like, cold kebabs and whatnot, and starts spreading them all over the blanket. Please help yourself to whatever you want. If you want a dessert, I'm gonna sit here, and he pats one box. I'm gonna sit next to this. This is the desserts. A fun side effect of my condition is I can keep things quite cold just by being next to them. So let me know if you'd like a dessert, but there's plenty of food to go around and drink as well. I've got lemonade, water, milk if you want it.
Well, you prepared a lovely spread for us.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit. Mrs. Woldfall and I worked on it together. In fact, I'm not much of a culinary talent, I'm afraid. Food preparation doesn't often go well when everything you touch is frigid. But I did what I could, made all the desserts, and organized the ingredients as best as possible. So really, it's Miss Woldfall you should be thanking.
Okay.
But yeah, help yourself.
It looks great.
I'm glad.
What have you been up to? I know I didn't really get to chat with you at the party.
Right.
While we were gone for months. I mean.
Well, you got my letter and my gifts. I'm glad to see. But really, I've just been living here, helping out the Woldfalls where I can, and I'm very lucky to have made the acquaintance of Mr. Elsinian. He's taken me on as an assistant of sorts, and I've been doing my best to help him in his studies, and in return he's been teaching me a bit of magic, though I can't say it's my strongest suit. I've mostly been busying myself with artistic endeavors. Turns out I've quite the hand for it.
I found the strongest suit is a suit of armor.
Very clever, Tether. You're full of jokes today.
Yeah.
What kind of art? Like, you painting? Are you
Well,
drawing?
I made all the things that I sent your way, like those cuffs that you so handsomely are wearing at the moment, the notebook and whatnot.
And the painting that's in our living room.
Yes,
That's
I
right.
did that.
That's right.
That was one of my first forays. It seems that my compatriot, and he touches his chest, has had quite a few artful experiences, and their, I won't say tutelage, but reflexes into my form have helped me with that, and I have to thank them. It's a very fulfilling way to express myself, and I'm glad I have it. But enough of me. Tell me of your travels. Tell me of the things you've seen and the foes you've faced.
Shandi guzzled down a lot of sausage.
Wow.
Yes,
True.
I earned this belt doing so.
I was going to ask. I didn't know what sort of competition, but I suppose bottomless gut makes sense. Eating competition. Wow.
We had a assassin shoot
Wow.
bolt arrows at us and turned into different monsters, which was like, it's cool talking
Right.
about it.
But I can-
Living it was terrifying.
I can imagine.
We'll say, if anyone ever invites you to the Underdark, don't.
Say no.
I
Just don't.
wasn't really intending on it, but good to know from first-hand experience.
There's very few positives of the Underdark.
Right. Well,
In fact, I don't know if I experienced anything positive about the Underdark. Uno, what are some positives of the Underdark?
In your head, Septon, you're just gonna hear a very stern and a little sad Una be like, "Not now, please."
No, but then after the Underdark, we got to the library. That was...
Averith has told me about that place. He says it's marvelous.
It was amazing, and there were so many books and so many people who loved reading the books and who were devoted to history and literature and facts and things. Sorry.
No, it's great.
Everything.
It's great to hear. Averith told me once this predicament of, being hunted is over, he'll take me. He frequents.
I'm going this summer, I think.
Really?
I think it was a very quick proposal from Elitha, but she was I think she offered to bring me over the summer.
Well, should I no longer be prey by then, I should very much like to join you.
Have you heard any updates about our unfortunate mutual friends?
Well, interestingly enough, Averith seems to think that they won't be an issue anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Their goals seem to have changed.
Yikes.
I don't know. I don't know. Just from what we've seen and heard, they seem to be targeting your institution more and more, and coming out this way less and less. I was worried they'd find me, but Averith is, quite good at magic and seem to have hidden me away, but they haven't even been looking recently.
I mean, they targeted the town recently, which was kind of weird. They also implied, though, that we were, next on the list or something.
Have we shown Elias the symbol, the 5-pronged symbol yet, or talked to him about it? Oh, okay. And we know they have the blueprint for the flame?
They have the flame.
They have it. Okay. Elias, have you ever... I'm gonna, quick in my notebook, I probably have it drawn on a page either already. I'm gonna flip open to that page and be like, have you seen anything that looks like this? And it's just the... Well, I don't know why I do this every time I want to demonstrate it. It's Wanda Maximoff, baby! Sorry.
Once, yes. When I was being escorted to that prison from whence you freed me, in order to get under there, that symbol was on the wall, and using that candy method of his, Pell forced 5 people to touch the different parts, and it opened the door.
Oh, right. Okay. So
that's the only time I've seen it.
Okay.
Unfortunately. I wish I could be of more help.
No, it's fine. Sorry. I'm in detective mode, and we should be...
No,
friends.
I welcome it. I want to be as helpful to you as I can after everything you've done for me. And I do still feel apologetic for the resistance that I showed you that day when you really had my best interests in mind.
Understandable. I mean, we of all people know hard to trust people you run into. I mean, while we were at the archives, there was a whole issue with somebody pretending to be who they weren't, and we had to go underground again and fight a crazy wizard who was kidnapping people.
Pretending to be who they weren't, in what way? Like I do with the to become Ash?
No, he
was pretending to be other real people
that we later found had been dead for 2 weeks.
Right, he'd kidnap them, kill them, and then take their place.
I see.
Right?
Somebody did that. Everard didn't do that, but somebody was doing that.
doing that.
Yeah. Well, a friend of Averth's comes by here sometimes who's quite versed in disguises and illusions. I know Averth intends to drop by for a moment. I could request his presence as well, if that would help you.
I mean, it's kind of... I mean, what do you guys think? It's kind of like...
Don't say it's past us.
It's
coming back.
There's one thing I've learned: nothing's ever past us.
I mean, it's not like past us. It's like...
It's
not
not
like a
the most
hot button
pressing
issue.
matter on the list, but
Right, well, I mean, it couldn't hurt for me to ask, no?
yeah,
What even are the pressing matters on the list at this
I
point?
can tell you. Wait, oh no, hold on. I have somewhere. Keep RPing.
Well, I'm saddened to hear that your time away was so fraught, but you all seem stronger. I mean, physically.
I mean, I'm pretty sure our times being fraught is just kind of... That's just kind of the lot we have in life. I mean,
Right.
what with becoming adventures and all that.
Right. I suppose the life of a hero is a dangerous one, not to mention being a hero at an institution that cannot be trusted.
Right. I mean, you think of all the stories of great heroes. Only so many of them end with, and then he quit and retired and...
Yes,
Had a life.
most do end with glorious death, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at the Silver Citadel. I suppose the one of their number wasn't so fortunate, but the rest of them seem to have gracefully moved on into a more relaxed life. Well, some of them still work quite heartily, but for the most part, they've retired. So it's possible if the greatest heroes of our time can do it, perhaps the next great heroes can as well. Then again, I'm no scholar. I'm no scholar of
You guys ever
heroics.
think about like retirement?
You're quite
Like,
young.
what would you be? I know. Like, what would you guys be doing if you weren't here?
True. I'd be kind of just wandering aimlessly for the
Well,
next
I-
few hundred years.
I often think about retiring to the beach someday and kicking my feet up, watching the waves.
Helvast does have a very prominent retirement community. Mostly annoying, but like you get some wholesome people there.
Is
too.
Hellfest just like fantasy Florida? Is that where we're going?
No.
I picture it as fantasy New Jersey.
Hellvast
Cape
might
Cod.
be, yeah.
Cape May.
The Afreet Coast really varies from like hip, trendy location to like, you know,
The boardwalk is specifically Jersey boardwalk.
right,
though.
and like
Please give me that.
no, it really is. It's like it's very much like that, and like the best shows that your parents ever sell are the matinees. Like it really.
Fast forward 30 years, every morning on the boardwalk, they're like, "Here he comes, Shanti, going to play some games and win more prizes."
You walk up with a cane, and then you just suddenly just start throwing like perfectly.
Throwing rings.
Well, Shandi, let's not say he's throwing perfectly.
That's true.
Hey, my win rate on any game you've given me is pretty solid.
It's true.
Just the other.
It's just the
rolls that
important
aren't
stuff.
very good.
I know I'm not part of your program, but had none of this ever happened to me, I'd imagine I'd still be living in my village, blissfully unaware of the outside world. Oh, it's a tiny village in the north of Nildor. You probably don't know.
Well, what is it?
Greenwood. We'll say that.
Oh.
I thought
Oh,
it
wait.
was actually
It's
gonna
from
be
Zanmar.
like
The
a
one that-
village
yeah.
from like.
From Fate Breakers.
No, you guys were in South Nildor.
Oh, damn it.
Didn't we start up north and head?
You started in the north of South Nildor. Northern Nildor is just the Henwave. You guys have been in Northern Nildor in this campaign for a brief time. You went through there to get to the Underdark. that old forest you played music for, and they liked it.
I gotta
I'm
look at
writing
this.
it down.
I gotta look at the map again. I'm so lost as to where we are.
You're in Zymor.
I thought for some reason Zymor was like another continent south of Renarsia or something.
Nope, it's
You don't have the map saved?
Not up here.
Oh. What if I was like, it's my desktop background?
I'd cry tears of joy, actually. Make me very happy. No, yeah, the Zymor is it's like the northeastmost country of Renarsia proper. In any case, yes, no, it's a small village. You wouldn't know of it.
No, I have not.
Oh wait, I think he was actually from Carleone. It's a small village, one way or the other. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've thought about where Elias is from, and I think I said it before. So pretend I said that right now.
Cool.
Small village, really just, I don't know, it's one of those villages you grow up and you learn what your parents do in the village and you take on their role and then you teach your children the same. Not everywhere is so forward-thinking as Zymor. And I can't say I'm glad for this blessing, but it allowed me to meet you and see the world and expand my horizons. I'd have never thought to attempt art or magic or any of this, so. Though I'd also not be hunted, which isn't exactly my favorite thing, so.
I know how you feel. Like
Everything has its silver lining.
yeah, like I kind of wish I didn't leave my family, but this has been a lot of fun too. Been some terrible times,
Yes.
but there's been good times too.
I'm glad. I hope you can count this as one of them. Sorry, that was preemptive. We just started this picnic. I've never had friends my age because I, aged in a dream realm overnight, and everyone thought I was a monster. So, I'm not the most confident on this. Mostly, I just talk to animals.
You're doing a great job.
That is good to hear.
Honestly, any bit of just somewhat normalcy, we seem to be pretty happy with.
I hope I can provide that. Good. Well, I will, I'll be right back. I'll let Averth know to bring, his friend, Nero, to speak with you about disguise magic. If he's present.
About time. It's about fucking time.
Had to happen. Alright. He's gonna just head inside for a moment. Is there anything you want to do while he's gone? If not,
Dine and dash, let's go.
just steal all the food and leave.
Fold up the whole picnic blanket like a big sack over our shoulder.
As it's just occurred to me, is there anything we maybe shouldn't tell Elias about? I mean, he's our friend, but we deal with some nasty stuff. Is there anything we shouldn't say?
I don't know.
Who knows? Tether got noticeably quiet during the whole, if we weren't here, what would we be doing? Or should we go back home conversation?
Mhm.
So she is going to, we're in a plain of fields and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's like a big grass field out back of the farmhouse and a very big tree next to you. Sort of under.
Tether's gonna take a break underneath the tree and ritually cast plant growth to give abundance to this field for a year to come.
Alright, cool. As you're doing that, you get the sense from these plants, just from your innate connection to nature, that they're thriving. And this isn't new to just this area, but it is something that you recognize a lot here in Kelshar. And you get the sense because of now that you've been in the Zymor Emperor for a while, now that you sort of know how things work, you're right on the northern end of the Donovan Valleys, which is ruled by the elemental plane of Earth. So a lot of mountains, a lot of sort of inhospitable terrain, but you're right on the verge of the plains. Fuck me, I literally wrote it down. Right on the verge of the plains that are ruled by the elemental plane of air, and that combination, the Wethrin plains. Sorry, that combination really makes this like very specific section that Kelshar is in, like just amazing for farming and for plant growth. So the plant growth catches quick, even as the grass flourishes and becomes lustrous and full.
Okay.
Elise returns before too long. Hands out some snacks, and yeah, you guys spend some time just relaxing under the tree. No rush, no pressing duties. As Elias asks you about your adventures and your aspirations and whatnot. Probably like an hour and a half later, you see two figures approaching you from the tower. One of them you recognize right away. It's Averth, walking up. But next to him is a strong, sturdily built man dressed in blue, not quite robes, but not quite leather armor either. Dark skin, sort of a grimacy, scowling face, and a blue tricorn hat on his head with 3 different colored feathers sticking out the top. As you approach, Ellie says, welcome, Averth, Nero. And Averth says, "Oh, it is very good to see you. I'm so glad you're well. I heard what happened the other night, and I regret the lack of my presence. I'm afraid Nero and I were away on research, and was not here to assist. Are you all right?"
All things considered, yes.
Yeah, in the grand scheme, sure.
Right. Well, and so how rude of me. This is Nero Thame. The man sort of just tips the front of his tricorn hat at you. Doesn't say anything. A valued friend and another member of the Sortilegium. They're not an employee of the Sortilegium. I did mean to ask, Una, were my glasses helpful?
Yes, really
glad.
helpful.
I apologize I couldn't come up with something more permanent.
It's fine, I'm saving up, so hopefully something will pop up.
Right. Well, if you need me
That
to
doesn't support Favelars, but
if you need me to keep an ear to the ground, talk to some of my more magically inclined friends, I'd be happy to do so for you.
yeah, that'd be
Good.
awesome.
Of course, I'd be happy to. I mean, I knew you'd all make it through your journey in one piece, but you've done so impressively, with the exception of Turn, I suppose, who is not here anymore. But
He's fine.
yes, I heard.
Oh, okay.
If you're curious, I had a friend who ran into him a few months ago, so he seems to be doing a while. About a month, maybe a month and a half ago, so he's alive and well.
Where?
We're not. I mean, I'm not that curious, but like, how is he? Who is the friend? Where'd he find him?
Oh, he's in southern Nildor. He's making his way through, helping those in need of the. I'm sure you've heard of the Dusk War. He's doing his best to help folks out.
He's.
Sounds like Turn.
Again, I do not care.
Right.
I'm gonna stuff my face with something. The nearest thing.
Averth does a little knowing smile and adjusts his glasses. But at least a month and a half ago, ish, he was alive and well. So. Hope that eases your hearts to know.
It does. It does.
He's on a quest of some sort as well, it seems. Trying to find something. Not sure, my friend isn't exactly the most verbose. But in any case, I'm glad that you're alive. And I'm sorry that you had to deal with those rabble-rousers once again at Pell and Mel. Truly, this region is worse for their presence. It's not the first attack they've made, it won't be the last, but luckily they seem to have altered targets. They're no longer after our mutual friend.
Yes, you mentioned that.
At least that's my read.
As much as I'm happy they're not after Elias, I'm a little uncomfortable with them attacking a town.
Right, no, that wasn't good.
No, not a great alternative.
No. Not in the slightest. Though you did well fending them off, from what I gather. So, thank you for that.
Took a lot out of us, but yeah.
Yes, I'd imagine it would have. But, well, congratulations. I've seen the beginning of heroic careers start with much, much less.
We also did get insight that, fuck. Not Egg Boy.
Arlith? Favalar?
Arlith. I knew it was Favalar. Somebody we know, their father was part of the whole pastry panic. Pastry
Ah,
fiasco.
you talking of Anglith Favalar?
Yes.
Yes, he's...
English?
Yes, Anglith. He's not... In life you find some men that...
Brightest tool in the shed.
No, he's quite shrewd.
Dang it.
But in life you find some men that are willing to ignore clear and present danger in favor of a profit, and he numbers among them. In fact, you'll find a lot of that here in the Zymorian Empire, but I digress.
I'm sorry, you were about to say something.
What was I about to say?
Oh. It was important.
Don't quite remember. Ah, yes. I was going to ask if you've had any breakthroughs about our five-pronged friend. Everyone here is trustworthy. I trust Nero with my life, but if you
Five-pronged
prefer to
friend.
discuss it elsewhere, then I'd be amenable to that as well. I shall be in my tower for the next, I'd say, 3 or 4 weeks. So.
Five-pronged?
The puppet master.
The puppet master. The puppeted puppet master. We ran into a bunch of stuff, didn't we?
Man.
If you should like to discuss it now, we can. If you should like to, I could visit the program. You could visit the tower. Absolutely no rush.
Should I throw up a little tiny hut just to be sure?
I didn't know you could. Yeah, yes, I mean,
Heather's gonna like lean over to Septon. Now?
no, not for that. Not for that.
Oh. Puts a joint back in her pocket.
Pulling it out.
right. I mean, if you should like.
Yeah, if we're not, if we want to make sure, nobody's listening.
Yeah.
Septon will. Do we have time to ritually cast? I got time to ritually cast.
Yes, absolutely no rush. Though I will say Nero is on somewhat of a more pressing errand myself today, so if you did have questions for him, perhaps we do that first.
Ooh. Yeah. Tether, what's up?
Sorry, I'm not great with names, so, You.
That's Tether.
Right, I'm afraid I probably won't remember that, but,
Okay, I was about to ask a question, but it's not in game. I was just gonna make a joke. Are you boinking a hot blonde right now?
He's not.
No.
Tragic to hear.
He's not?
No.
Tragic to hear.
Ugh.
We'll peek behind the
Okay.
curtain there, but that's not happening.
Okay, Tether falls into a deep depression. Okay, Peter, go.
Oh,
You were
yeah,
wanting to ask about...
we ran into a situation where somebody was taking on the form of other people who had been killed.
Right.
Very tricky situation. We were told you have knowledge of that sort of magic.
Right. That's something I specialize in, actually. And he rolls up one of his sleeves, and you can see, like, carved into his arm are symbols that are pretty similar to what you see in Everett's spellbook. And he reaches up and he sort of taps on one. He says, got a spell to do that. Embedded in my flesh there. Most people, it's going to require an item or use of, your magical potential, but some folks, myself included, can sort of do it whenever they want. There's ways to see through it, of course. You got true sight. You can see right through that. Also, more often than not, touching somebody will reveal their true form. Because, unless they were actually changing their form to be this person, which is, well, it's beyond my ken. In fact, it's something that I think our friend Averth would be hard-pressed to do frequently. Then it's illusory. So, touching them will reveal the truth of the matter.
Did anybody we know ran into with this who was like fake? Did we ever touch one of them or?
The only person that you know of being fake was Sentis Boran.
Right.
So, if you're ever curious, handshake. If someone's reluctant to make physical contact with you, oftentimes, in my experience, and my line of work, that means they're lying about who they are. Now, I don't want to make you all paranoid about everyone you meet, necessarily.
We already are.
Well, this world will do that to you. Anything else I can help you with?
Anybody else have anything on the list that our old pal Nero can help with? Didn't say that in character.
I know.
A new pal.
Although, based on my character history, I don't know if all of them are friends with Nero. I think one of them got along well, another one Nero fucking hated.
That's true. One of them was so one of them's mother forced Nero to babysit his ass, so...
Didn't get along super well?
Right, well, I got some business to attend to if you got nothing else to ask me. So I'm gonna head out, and if you're lucky, you'll never see me again. Right. He tips his hat again, turns and starts to walk in the direction of town. He's a bit of a prickly fellow, but I'm sure you'll find his heart is in a good place.
Is he prickly because he suffered heartbreak recently? Just kidding.
I assume you didn't ask that, so I won't answer it.
Insight check at disadvantage.
You can make an insight check if you want.
No.
We just want to know which NPCs are boning. That's all we want to know in this world.
That's my closest
Falling.
guarded lore.
That's the deep lore.
Yeah,
The door.
the door. Well, I don't want to interrupt the picnic, but should you want to do the discussion about your friend, perhaps now's the time.
What do people think?
We could always do it later. Time may be of the essence on that front. I have some theories of my own that I'm working off of.
Let's just do it.
The sooner the better, yes?
Right. At least you can join, not join. At least, like, I kind of like to know. Join us. If that's alright with all of you.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Alright, well then prepare the hut, I suppose.
Captain will ritually cast Tiny Hut, which takes, what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, don't take too long.
We all just stand there awkwardly.
11
No, wait.
minutes.
Sorry, out of game. 'Cause now I'm going through my notes.
Right.
Okay, you said that. No, never mind. I lost it.
What was it in relation to?
Did we the parish
Hmm.
when we were in Trenty 2?
Mhm.
Trenty 2? Trenty.
Trinity.
Did we see that 5-pronged symbol on the parish?
Make a history check.
Oh boy. Okay, well that was hold on. This fell into a pile of dice. Probably not. Yeah, 6.
Bonds of trust.
Bonds of trust! Yeah!
Heather can tell when Una is thinking hard.
16.
16. So, you're thinking back, and you're trying to remember, and you realize something. You didn't have a whole lot of information about what the parish was, about the payday, or about anything. So this didn't clock for you back then. But now that you think about it, when the Cryptal stopped being hostile, and then suddenly all of the kobolds and everything randomly started being hostile, you do remember a symbol sort of burning itself into the neck of the parish before it exploded.
My next question, where was the symbol on Johnson?
The same spot.
I'm gonna flip my dice, holy shit. Una's having a rough time right now.
Una's having a full-on Sherlock moment.
Yeah.
Mind palace.
But more like the one from.
You see the letters from her journal lift up.
I'm thinking of when they spoof it in. Is it The Hangover, where he has
yeah.
all the numbers and he doesn't do anything with it.
Fuck. I'm Sherlock.
You're right. Una's smarter.
Please.
Alright.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna turn off my mic. I'm gonna freak out for a second.
Okay. The tiny hut is erected. And you all pop on inside.
No, we have to start inside. We can't.
You're
go
inside.
No,
Oh,
it has
alright,
to
well, then
start with all.
You're all in there. Fine. Averith is gonna say, so, I have some theories, but it seems that you have a lot of new information. If you'd like to share? Yes.
We met a guy, Shandi, you and me. What was his name? He helped us research it. Right? We showed him the symbol. And he was like, he said, oh yeah, it got researched by an Eladrin named Elithern Hagen. This is Peter's notes we're going off of here, so
yes,
they're questionable.
The founder of Hagen Estate, in fact.
Right. He was researching the 5-pronged symbol, the crest of the tyrant, who apparently the strongest Payaduir.
Right.
Right. Then he named 5 of them. One of which was named the Parish, who we ran into and killed, probably, maybe?
Right. I
Down
believe
south.
I was told that you killed that one, yes.
Right. What else, Chandi? We get anything else out of him? Pater is a construct forged from mortal souls. The binding agent is the cool she.
Yes, I was going to mention the cool she.
Right. That's about all we got.
Right. Well, you've come to many of the same conclusions that I have, though I didn't know about the binding agent myself. I just knew
He
that
also
the
gave,
Paradware
like,
existed.
He gave names for each one and like a weird like blip about them.
Do you have any of them for me?
I do.
You got them?
Hold on.
I have them too, but it feels weird for Septon to have all this.
Like Una's like mumbling this off of her notes and Septon just making it sound better. Oh fuck,
No,
not sure.
like Una Septon's what's the character's name? Tony Hale's character in Veep.
Whispering it into his ear.
Shit on Lolth. Hold on. Okay. The beast, comprised of 1 soul, deceased. The fool, made up of 2 souls. We have that it remained loyal. I forget what these exactly mean.
Right.
The parish, 3 souls, escaped. The hero, 4 souls, escaped. The tyrant, 5 souls, escaped.
Right.
I also have that the beast was like the prototype.
So, the reason I was away most recently was out of my curiosity for your predicament. The scent of the Feywild was all over this situation. So I took a trip. I learned some things.
You visited the Feywild?
I did.
How are they doing?
Generally? Just the whole Feywild?
What year is it there?
I'm afraid they don't really measure it the same way in every area.
You make a good point.
I spent time with the Summer Court.
I mean, that's preferable.
Right, well, they're the ones who I thought might have some knowledge of the situation. In fact, the Queen's consort, Oberon, had some first-hand experience with the Paradware. In fact, I was lucky enough to meet one. This fool you speak of continues to serve the Summer Court. It did, as those notes that you found, it did remain loyal. Unfortunately, it's quite taken with its own title, and it's very difficult to get answers out of. But a few answers I did get. I know that its eldest brother, the Beast, was slain as they tried to escape. Well, it escaped successfully, but was somehow forced back into the Feywild, where it was slain on re-entry. The rest of its brethren, I'm afraid, knew nothing of, but it had some information on its creator. Now, Oberon wouldn't tell me nothing, and wouldn't permit the fool to do so either. It seems that whatever this individual did, be it the creation of the Paradware or dealing with fiends or some other mysterious sin it committed against the Summer Court and all of Fey everywhere, it has been released, erased from history, from the oral histories, in fact from the minds of many of the members of the Summer Court themselves. But the fool, not being of Fey descent, does remember. And I got a name. Lord of the Fractured Star. But I also know that this individual was not killed, but exiled, sent to live out a mortal life in the material plane.
Name of who?
The creator
got a
of the
name.
Paradware, the Lord of the Fractured Star. It's not a name I've ever heard before, nor a name I'd imagine you'd find in any of your research, but speaking with one of its creations.
And
What is it with the Feywild and banishing people?
Well, you grew up there. It's
Yeah,
quite a wondrous place where oftentimes folks live forever. To be banished to the mundanity and the mortality of the material plane is a fit punishment. At least so sees the Summer Queen.
Do we know any lore, history, specifically referencing stars, what they symbolize, deities regarding stars?
I mean, off the top of your head, you know some stuff. You know about the Great Flash. You know how the celestial bodies, fade as the year goes on. Nobody really knows why. There's different theories. There's this, there's several different theories about why it might be. Nobody's really concretely proved it.
We haven't studied like the astrological.
It's difficult. I mean, it's difficult to. People do, but it kind of defies logic.
We haven't sent like a rope off the edge of the world to see if there's like elephants down there or something.
The world is not flat.
You actually don't know if the world is flat or not because Asaria, as you guys know it, is surrounded by pretty much endless ocean. So if you sail off in one direction, you're just fucking gone. People don't just show up on the other side.
Go off the edge. There's elephants and a turtle.
It's possible.
That's what's down there.
It's possible that that's true. Although one ship that did just that did recently find brand new continents, so it's more likely that the world is just a lot bigger than anyone thought. But yeah, there's no real way to concretely study it, and the astrologers and the astronomers. Oh. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's my placeholder face went away. Come on. All right, there we go. So yeah, people have theories. People have done what they can. People have tried to scour the astral sea to see if it has any connection to the celestial bodies, but it seems like it's just a different plane. So there's no real science on that. There's plenty of theories and plenty of like mystic approaches to what the stars mean. There's the star signs, which people are born unto. As far as any gods that you would associate with the sky, probably
wasn't the elven god that or good buddy Balthi?
His symbol was the crescent moon. Yeah, Corellin the Rathian.
That's space.
So that's an elven god. As far as like the Seleucian pantheon, probably the closest to like gods of the night sky would be Obadhai and Alona, who are just gods of nature. But Obadhai deals more with like seas and water, and Alona deals more of like forests and wild places. Ioun sometimes is associated with astral bodies. Though you would know that there was a race quite taken with the sky, and the night sky specifically, the Iluith, who don't exist anymore. Though there was an Iluithian body being possessed by the parish that you encountered.
What do you say? They worshipped the sky, or they?
Yeah, it's muddy because again, not a whole lot of history remains from when people cohabited Renarsia with the Iluith, because the Iluith kind of just killed everybody all the time and subjugated them.
How far back is that? Is that like Blade? Is it like?
It's before. It's
infinitely far back.
They disappeared in the Age of Sunrise sometime, and nobody's entirely sure when or why, because Salos wasn't too concerned about that at that point. But the Iluith's like reign was way back.
Rain on me.
Right. But they worship the night sky, and it is told that they derived their prodigious magical power from the night sky, though it's really hard to say whether that's folklore or whether that's true. And one day they all disappeared, and somehow all of their civilizations were buried beneath the earth except for one. So
you just went home.
Yeah, sure.
Might have.
Okay. And do this is a weird question, but do shooting stars, meteors exist in our world, and have they ever
Shooting.
crashed the Earth that we know
Yes,
of?
they have. And Una knows this because in her weird flashback memory thing, my character's
Right.
whole backstory was that a fucking meteor hit the ground and started psychically fucking people up.
Yep.
I do know that.
Blake
Yep.
didn't write the lore, so sorry, Blake.
No, I mean that's accurate.
Cool. Cool. Answered my question.
Right.
Were there any other those like?
I mean, you
Historically, or-
could make a check to try to delve deeper, but that's the stuff that would come to you sort of off the top of your head, just like baseline
yeah,
knowledge.
I'm just looking for off the top of my
Right.
head stuff. So.
In any case, that is the name, and yes, he was banished. I suppose they were banished. Shouldn't make a gendered assumption. They were banished to the material plane to live out the rest of their days as a mortal creature. They, with the title Lord of the Fractured Star, I have to assume they were an archfey themselves. Quite powerful, immortal. You understand, Septon, I'm sure. The power of the
Archfey get
Archfey.
banished from the Feywild.
Well, by the Queen of the
You need
Archfey.
a lot of power to do that.
Right. I'm sure you've heard tales of the mighty Summer Queen. Practically a god in her own right.
She shows up in a lot of stories.
Yes. Then I take it you haven't had the pleasure of making her acquaintance yourself. It is among the most frightening experiences of my life. Her consort is quite a bit less intimidating, but no less powerful. In any case, that is the information I learned in the Feywild, but I have some theories about what might be happening, and perhaps a warning as well. Though, if you have any, I'd love to hear them.
Well, so,
I mean,
I was
we've
gonna
got...
get pretzels, but now I'm RPing.
It's lore time. No time for
mean-
food.
I know.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm eating through all this.
I know.
Well, I know. I'm more for sound. I just don't want that bag
Mm-hmm.
here. So, y'all remember back in Trinity 2 when the parish died-ish?
I'm hoping it died. I would love it
Yeah.
if one of our, like, things we fought is not gonna come back.
So funny you say that. So it had that 5-pronged symbol on it. And remember, so does Johnson now. And it's in the same spot, if I recall correctly.
But Johnson's
think
dead.
you've showed me the 5-prong symbol before, but if I'm not incorrect, and he sort of whips out,
Oh,
yes,
just nerds comparing notes.
right, a similar symbol adorned the necks of the two individuals under the control of the Fool, though it was 2-pronged. And he shows you all a sketch. I believe we've touched on something here. A mark to determine the control of these entities.
Right.
I imagine that's sort of an ethereal anchor of sorts.
But why
The physical
wrong?
touchstone. Well, the Fool can only control 2.
Right. And the tyrant controls 5.
Yes, I had a theory that perhaps this physical mark is sort of an etherical touchstone to keep these souls tethered to these bodies, whether it's dormant or actively controlling them. But what you've said probably confirms that. And in fact, it confirms something quite more frightening. It seems as though, at least the tyrant, but I'd imagine all of the Père-de-Weir have the ability to control other Père-de-Weir.
Wait, okay, hold on. This
That
happened.
came up.
Wait. Oh, sorry.
No, you were excited. Let's see.
Well, no, this happened right. Find branded. Hold on.
Well,
This
What?
happened.
Una, while you're looking through your notes, it came up with Shandi, who was the professor we talked to? What was his name?
Oh, I wish I could remember, but my head is
he-
full of information on boats and ports.
Right, he told us, he let us know that, so it's something, the tyrant, hopefully the tyrant never possesses another Père-de-Weir. That was, like, in the notes somewhere.
Right. Well,
He found, like, somebody else's notes, so it was a little all over the place.
whose?
Our boy
Yes.
found...
Whose notes did he find?
Elethernhagen. Right?
Emethet Hagen?
Emethethagen?
Epithet.
I have Elethern, but that
Don't
seems
believe
like that
that's.
could be a Peter.
I don't believe
That
that's a
could be
real
Peter,
person.
probably.
I have heard of Emethet Hagen, the founder of
It's the Hagen guy.
estate.
But he was an Eladrin.
He was.
I have that in my notes. Then we're talking about the same guy.
Right. It is. Well, unfortunately, it seems that Mr. Hagen's fears have been realized. Though it is
I like that-
strange.
I like
This
that
keeps-
my notes help make Septon dumber.
They're wrong.
They're just spelled wrong and they connect the wrong things to each other.
I do find it curious that these creatures seem inexplicably tied to your institution. First with this mention of the creator of your estate, then the fact that two of your professors are heavily involved in the Père-de-Weir's release into the material plane, and now, well, the targeting of Elias by the program, the multiple encounters that you've had.
In Septon's head, it's gonna be like, it's all because two of our teachers boned.
I'm just gonna like stifle a laugh.
Okay, wait, but back to the brand on Johnson.
Right.
Yeah. Did we notice it? I have it in my notes right after we found out that Revenant was Johnson.
He showed
He
showed it
Did
to
he
you.
mention when it happened?
Yeah, he noticed it after he died. He was like, this was here when I came back, and I didn't know about it before, and I didn't feel it before, but after my death, I know that something's there.
So we have no proof if it was after that weird thing when we first went in, or if it was because of his death, or maybe a bit of both.
He seemed to think that it was on him before he died.
Okay.
That was his
Dang it.
guess.
I was gonna say, let's go talk to Colril, figure out who brought him back, but
Well, probably has to do with like when everyone fell asleep or like was like mind controlled or whatever during that one time when we
Yeah.
went down.
It also just might be like if you die near Hagen.
yikes.
It's Murder House.
It
From,
could be, though. I from my conversation with the fool, it seemed as though they were choosing their vessels willingly.
Well, maybe we could still ask Colril, and whoever resurrected him might have known something, or did something.
Perhaps that is wise. And you can't ask this Johnson himself?
He's dead.
No.
Ah,
Turn's with him right now.
What?
Turn is not with him right now.
Turn is
I can
alive.
tell you
Johnson
that
is
much.
dead.
No, Turn took picked up the bodies.
Oh, yes,
Turn
I,
is
s-
body,
I
yes.
suppose Turn may have been carrying a corpse, but I can tell you that he was traveling alone when my friend encountered him.
Jesus. Tether, you scared me. I thought Turn was dead.
We've been
He's
over
with-
this before. We have different philosophies.
He's with Turn now.
I am pretty sure Johnson's dead.
Right. Well,
And
unfortunately,
you might be
that's
right.
not a resource. If you could have brought him to me, then that would have been helpful. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem an option. Perhaps this Corel is a good resource to go to. But yes, that's what I know. I do worry, though. I don't know what is stopping the tyrant from changing its targets. I don't know who those targets are. I'm afraid I don't have access to true sight or anything that would allow me to see the tyrant for what it truly was. But obviously, it has something to do with Hoggen Estate, and I worry that it shall target you next. After all, it is, I'm sure, no coincidence. There are 5 students chosen for the program.
I would like to do a quick rundown of Peyaduir,
Right?
if we can. You said the beast is slain.
Yes, did.
The fool is
I spoke to, yes.
the
Just,
fool's chill, not a threat. At this moment.
just a pet of the summer court.
Cool. The parish slain.
You killed.
Right. Good. So that leaves
The hero
tyrant
and the
and
tyrant.
the hero.
Right.
Do we know anything about the hero?
Afraid we don't. It's not really made a name for itself.
Not much of a hero.
Well,
But we're the Bright Futures Initiative to be future heroes.
that is a good point.
Right. I just want to make sure we're not like it's not gonna sneak up on us or anything.
Well, that
Sounds
is
like 3 of them we don't have to worry about.
that is
good.
something I am somewhat worried about. I don't, unfortunately, have much experience. I've dealt with possession before, but I don't think this is quite the same thing. I think it might be wise for you to seek out means of protecting yourself from being controlled yourselves, and perhaps begin to regularly check each other for this symbol.
Okay, everyone. No turtlenecks or high collars.
Right. So it's like neck-ish, but it's like on the shoulder a little bit too. It's not something you're going to be able to see on your own. You're going to
The
definitely.
trapezius.
Yeah, trapezius area. Thank you, Chelsea.
I
Thank
had
you,
a
aerial teacher Chelsea.
I had a circus director who sprained my trapezius before.
No way.
I only know because mine are always super tight. In Averth's head, I'm gonna say, fuck me. No, not that. That's highly inappropriate. Nope. I'm just gonna say, Johnson's alive. He's in a different body. He said he was gonna go look for Turn.
Your message does not go through.
Excuse me?
You try to speak into his brain, but it's blocked.
Have I spoken into his
Mind
brain
is
before?
fortified.
No, I haven't. Fuck. Okay, okay.
And if yeah, but yeah, no, nothing. It doesn't. You get the sense that the message does not reach him.
While Uno was trying to do that, Tether turns to Septon and is like, so should we go naked now for the rest of the time?
Probably not.
If we make Hagen a nudist colony, then they could never hide a symbol.
It appears on the neck and shoulders, right?
The
Yeah,
back.
we can
yes.
do a little,
We
before
all do
bed,
both
everybody
neck.
check,
We all do
Listen.
off the shoulder.
I think boys' room sees each other without shirts on plenty. So I don't think there's a problem
yeah,
there.
no shirts allowed during T-posing hour.
True.
Once T-posing hour.
You don't need to worry about that.
Victory Royale. Yeah.
Muffled through the door.
Get down!
Well, yes, that's all I know. I'm afraid, and those... Well, sorry, I keep forgetting to... Sorry, there's so much to think about. My theories! Yes, my theories. I believe that the... A Peridouir, most likely the Tyrant, considering the symbols beneath your library, has a hand in the Bright Futures Initiative somehow. I believe that Pell and Mel once worked for them because of their interest in Elias here, though I don't believe that Pell and Mel were controlled by them. They found some way to avoid that instead of worked of their own free will. From what I guess, Pell and Mel are working for a different master now and have become somewhat of an enemy of the Tyrant, which, well, we could use to our advantage, should we need to. Though I do not enjoy entertaining the thought of working with those lunatics. But it doesn't surprise me that they were not controlled in the same way that Mel boys, well, he's one of the most proficient enchanters I've ever had the displeasure of knowing, or at least witnessing. So, that's my theory. I know it's not much, but I hope it can be of help.
Something to think about.
Right.
It is. It is. Out of your curiosity, while looking at all this stuff, coming across these different Peridouir, these titles, the Fool, the Beast, the Hero, the Parish, the Tyrant, did you ever come across something or someone who went by Strategist?
In regards to the Peridouir, no, but I've met many who refer to themselves as a strategist. Perhaps
Right,
some boastful ones referring to themselves as the strategist, but why?
We had a brief run-in with guys. Sorry, Averith. Guys, are we okay with sharing this?
May as
This
well.
is good. Just,
Right, I take no umbrage if you decide you can't share it with me. So
we had a run-in while at the archives with Lady Deathane.
ooh, it's a nasty devil.
Right. Had a quick run-in with her. She seemed polite. She didn't just try to kill us.
Right, no, she's a very paragon of devilry. She'd rather make a deal.
Some we've run into. But she mentioned like, oh, see why the strategist keeps you around, and then she left.
Right. And this strategist,
So-
did you have any other contact with them or any other clues? I'd love to help if I can, but it's vague.
Can we just like explain everything, everything that
yeah.
happened to us at the library?
If
Yeah.
if you want to, that's fine. Just let me know if you leave any details out.
I mean, the main other strategist thing was that we asked some dead body
Tried
about
to
it,
talk to the body.
Yeah.
and it was like, stop poking around.
And it said, like, Elsie can't come to the phone right now.
That is not a magic I know of.
And it said, whatever voice said, it refers to itself as the savior.
Ah, strategist and a savior.
And it Lady Deathane also mentioned some reporting back to a researcher.
Researcher.
Too many
Right.
titles, not enough names.
Well, you guys know who the researcher is.
Oh, right. It was Everard.
Everard, yeah.
Wizard.
So we have. If this is another, there's
Strategist
two
and a
more,
savior.
and we've got five things.
I find that hard to believe. Though I suppose if it did talk through a body, though the common thread of Peridouir possessions is proximity to another entity possessed by the Peridouir. So, unless one of them followed you there, I doubt it could have possessed a corpse. In fact, I don't think it can possess a corpse. I think it must be a living entity. But to speak through the body of someone else that is expressly under the parameters of the speak with dead, pardon me, enchantment. That is not a power that I'm familiar with. In fact, that is quite frightening. Of course, there are many powerful magic users developing their own magic every day. I count myself among that lot, so it's impossible to know what exists out there, but it's certainly not documented or published anywhere, that ability. I would avoid any interactions with this savior strategist.
We'll try our best.
We don't look for them.
I mean, based on all the info, or a bunch of the info on them coming from Lady Deathane, who I don't really want to interact with.
Right.
Yeah, I think we can try to avoid.
I have a theory, perhaps, that might be helpful. This is completely in the dark, you know. It is out of the blue, so to speak. So don't put too much salt in it, but from what you've told me, a strategist, a savior, this entity seems quite taken with itself. It also seems quite powerful. I have encountered many entities that fit both of these bills, but the type that most consistently fits both: dragons. Again, I probably have no idea what I'm talking about. After all, really, I'm not truly that much more worldly than all of you. I've just access to more resources, better connections, perhaps, but from my experience, might be something to think about.
Makes sense.
As far as I know, you are quite familiar with quite a famous dragon. A friendly one might say. Perhaps that's a resource to seek out. And again, I could be completely wrong. But
I mean, in the stories, a lot of the dragons are full of themselves, but you could say the same thing about some of the archfey.
Right. After all, you've been encountering more Fey than you have draconic entities, so perhaps it's an angry archfey. Maybe in league with the Peyote. I don't know. Though you say this strategist was working with this Halfin fellow who was collecting knowledge as a researcher. To me, that speaks of something larger, something divorced from your Peyote woes.
Okay.
Let's hope,
It's like
right?
good and bad.
Right, yes. No, I
almost like everything to be connected. But
right, no, it would be convenient, wouldn't it? And unfortunately not the way of the world. I mean, it is good because it's not something you necessarily have to deal with right away, though it does sound potentially quite dire. So maybe look out down the line, keep an eye out, and I'll see what I can find as well. Though unfortunately, with what you've given me to go off of, I can't promise you I'll find any great results. In any case, I hope I've been of help.
yeah,
Oh, I
immensely.
did want to ask something. Not a favor so much as a query. In your time beneath Hagen, did you by any chance find like a workstation of sorts, or an area that might contain research, knowledge? I've done some digging on the founder of the estate, and I believe that he was quite a learned man, though there's no record of his study, laboratory, research area, anything in any of the records of Hagen Estate, so I just wondered if you had experienced it beneath.
I don't think so, right?
No, but we haven't been back down for a while.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't been able to get through that door.
A door.
Oh yeah,
I
there's a
assume
door.
magically
Oh,
locked.
right.
Yeah, with like you need like 3 objects. We have one of them.
Oh,
I think Pell and Mel have another. Well, the schematics to make another.
they have the actual object.
Oh, they have the actual object. Yeah.
Right. If I don't mean to pry, but what are these objects?
Is it a moon or half moon? I think half moon.
It's crescent moon.
Crescent moon. A flame. They
Ah.
have the flame thing.
Oh yes, I heard that they stole something of that description from a tower somewhat recently.
One was a
And-
face?
And a face.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, very well. Thank you for the information, I suppose. If you ever do find any inkling of Emmethet Hagen's research, I should very much like to know about it. It's an enigma, that fellow, and I'd like to know more of what he researched, as long as I'm in the area. Right. Well,
Should we?
yes, unless there's anything else, I should probably be getting on with my business and stop interrupting your picnic. And I was just like, oh, it's really no bother. I'm happy this could serve as a meeting place to help. One way or the other. I've taken up far too much of your time. Please enjoy the rest of your evening, and I hope to see you soon. Though not under dire circumstances, I should hope. Again, I recommend looking into a defense against the Perdouer, and at your earliest possible convenience. But that's all.
Do you have a recommendation of where to start?
I wish I did. I mean, enchantment is probably the best school of magic to go towards. Unfortunately, it's not the one I'm the most well versed in. But yes,
You're looking to like shield our minds, or
that's the thing. I'm not entirely
Build up your
sure.
possession?
Yes, possession. I don't know, unfortunately, a whole lot about possession or really undeath.
We could request, like, Ram and Alitha to make it a subject of our classes, and just say we've been talking about attacks and survival and strategy, but haven't talked much about defense.
That's a wise idea. Well,
But if we ask them, we should make it very general.
Yeah.
that's probably wise.
well, we got possessed, or we got our minds kind of invaded when we were at the
The dreams.
dreams, right? And we also had it happen
At the
at
library.
the archives. So we just say like, hey, it's happened twice. You know, third time it'll actually take. Maybe you guys teach us how to defend ourselves, because God knows we haven't learned shit else at this college.
Well, that's so harsh. I should like to hope that my few weeks of teaching you learned something.
You were preferable, but I don't know. I feel like everything we've learned in the field, but every time we're in the field, we almost get killed.
That is the nature of the field, is it not? I don't know, most of my knowledge came from hands-on experience, but really, research can't be beat.
I could beat research.
I suppose you could. I just mean in the sense that the more you know and the more you're able to sort of plot as sort of a negative connotation, the more you're able to use tactical thinking to tackle your problems, the more likely you are to succeed. And the more you can, help others help you succeed, so to speak. Anyway, I'm a resource should you need me. But I simply refuse from taking up any more of your leisure time. So, enjoy your picnic, enjoy your evening, and farewell. And he ducks on out of the dome.
He duck walks
Oh.
out of the hut.
Julie,
I'll dispel the tiny hut.
as soon as he leaves, I'm gonna run up and be like, oh.
Ah.
And distinctly out of earshot of them.
Mhm.
Sorry, y'all. I'm like, just be cool. Look ahead. Oh, they can't see us anyway. Nero, could you give us a second?
Nero's gone. Nero's gone.
Oh,
gone.
Nero
Yeah.
said
he,
he's
yeah,
sorry.
he dipped way long ago. He was like, I ain't sticking around for this bullshit, and left.
So technically, I was asked not to tell anybody, but I think that was specifically not tell the others. Johnson is alive. He's in a different body. He was going to track down Turn.
Ah.
Last I heard from him.
Well, if he's in a different form, then I suppose that doesn't entirely help us. Though if the mark transferred from form to form, then that would be interesting.
Just so you know.
Right. Well, if I...
Thought it would be a good resource.
Fortunately, in a different form, I'm afraid it might be even more difficult to find someone I've never met.
And like if he dies again.
Right. How is he able to not stay dead?
No.
Fascinating. Well,
He seems to take the body of whatever's closest after he dies.
I've seen cases like that. Well.
And I'll give a brief description of what he looked like
Right.
when I last saw him.
Well, I'm afraid I've pressing sortilegium duties to attend to, so I can't search for him myself. But if I hear anything, I shall let you know.
Thanks.
Of course. Cool. All right, Elias is like, I'm glad you had the opportunity to talk to him. Hopefully that was helpful. Sorry I couldn't add much. Yes, he is. He really knows so much. He's a dedicated academic, even at his age. I mean, he's quite a bit older than all of us, but really, he's the youngest member of the Sortilegium. It's quite impressive. Anyway, he's a good teacher.
He is. I hope I didn't insult him too much, talking shit on the college.
Oh, I doubt that. I doubt
feel
that
like
very much.
Are useful elsewhere.
Right, yes.
No shame on Elitha. Elitha's also awesome.
Apparently, they have a bit of a rivalry. I don't know if you know about this.
Yeah, it's really rough.
He feels very bad about it.
I just admire them both so much, and I just want them to get along.
They're both quite smart.
I'm Team Averth.
Okay, we don't have to be teams.
I'm Team Averth all the way, baby.
It doesn't have to be. Yes, Tether.
Alright.
Can I request that the rest of the evening, we stop talking about anything to do with school or possession or hero stuff, and just pretend we are some cool, normal kids hanging out.
I'm more than amenable to that.
I will ask
I'm
one
assuming
more
that means
question.
yes.
I want to ask one more question.
Okay.
Elias,
La la la.
how clean does Averth keep his kitchen?
Quite immaculately.
That's why you gotta be Team Averth.
He's a busy woman.
No.
Averth's
Yes, I
a
don't want
busy
to-
man.
I'm going to be
I'm
honest,
not pitting them against each other, but that is a point in Aver's favor.
though I will say I don't know if I've ever seen Averth prepare food, nor eat it.
He doesn't eat.
Well, I spend my meal times here. He might. I've never seen it.
Hey, let's play
Okay,
touch
normal kid.
blast ball or
What?
something. I don't know.
Good.
I don't want to play sports.
Let's
No, I'm
let's play
with
that
Tether.
game where
Let's.
where like one person like counts a lot and the other people like run around and like
Right.
hide in different
Hide?
spots.
That's
Let's.
so unfair. Half of us know invisibility.
Well, don't use it. That's cheating.
Well, it's not cheating. It's using our skills.
I promised Una and I won't use invisibility, except it just turns and gives a really obvious wink too.
All right. I suppose I'll seek first then. Turn.
We're real playing.
You don't know what I have to. But the rest, your evening continues as you play various games and laugh and eat and have some desserts. They're really nice.
Never
They're very cold.
Have I ever?
Right. Just a bunch of teenager-y things. As the sun sets, though, the tree that you're sitting under begins to light up with fireflies.
Peter, do you really want to play Never Have I
No,
Ever?
no. I'm sorry. I'm having very bizarre technical difficulties right now. It's not a problem with stream. I can hear you. I can see you all. It's just like when I try to open windows I don't already have open, they immediately minimize and won't like come back up. So right now I have everything open. Hopefully this continues.
I hope so, too.
But, sorry, go on.
Anyway, yeah, the sun sets, and slowly but surely, the tree that you're sitting under starts to light up with fireflies until the entire thing is alight with a soft, blinking glow.
This feels like a Stardew Valley cutscene.
But yeah, eventually, as under the light of the fireflies, the picnic sort of comes to a close as the wolfalls are heading to sleep, and Elias doesn't want to keep them up too late. But he says, "Thank you. It was really nice to have this picnic, and I am happy to count you among my friends. Hopefully next time, Turn and our new friend Everett can join us as well."
Yeah. Definitely. I just said, I didn't have anything else to say.
All right. Do you mind if I hug you? Could we do a hug, do you think?
Elias, I've hugged you every time I've seen you.
I know, I wanted to be nice.
Well, do you want to do individuals, or do you want to do like a consolidate?
Let's do a big
one?
together hug, because we're all friends.
Okay.
Una does the thing where she's like lifted up
Yeah.
and the
Yeah,
shoulders,
pick up.
so she's not by everybody's butts.
And as you hug Elias, he's quite cold, but it's almost comforting, like a cool breeze on a summer's day.
Wholesome lore session.
Wait, guys, I have a funny idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna transform into a bear.
Oh! Why?
What
Bear
kind of bear?
hug.
Oh, a bear hug! Yes, that's nice, that's
What
nice!
kind of bear is it?
A sun bear.
I love sun
Aw.
bears so much. You guys don't understand. How did you know that?
So as the fireflies
Sun bears, they're so amazing.
as the fireflies blink softly in the tree, and the three of you, a stag boy and a sun bear, all share a nice embrace. That's where we can call tonight as you head home, unless you have other things that you want to do before the night ends. Not the session.
I was like, wow, this is a short
2-hour session.
Tone of
Fuck you
voice-
guys.
Tone of voice went exactly in how you end
Right.
the session.
It does.
So.
I just wanted to end the scene. You know what I mean?
Like, what you need is a needle drop that will let us know when the session
Shut the
is
fuck
ending.
up, dude. I can't be Sean, okay? No matter how much I'd like to. Yeah, you can head home. If there's anything you guys want to do, it's early evening, the sun just set. But yeah, you head home probably feeling nice. I don't know.
I'm looking at pictures of sun bears.
But yeah, let me know if there's anything you want to do before before you head to bed, or if you want to jump into your first week of classes of your spring term.
Does that mean we're heading into time skip stuff?
It does mean that, yeah.
Okay, then I'll save it for.
Cool. Anything from anybody? Going once, going twice.
I'll read the book another hour.
Great.
Where are you reading it?
In the room. I've made like a little nook by a window out of the millions of random furniture objects we have just willy-nilly now. It kind of oh wait, you didn't go to beach, but it mimics one she has in her room at home.
Could Tether's gonna ask you if you could read aloud.
Okay, it's not. I think it's interesting. It's not like a story, but
No, I think it will do exactly what I need it to do.
okay. And so hitherto, we know that in our
Ouch.
minds processes, one
Ouch.
can.
Yeah,
It's like a formal logic textbook. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You read a little bit out loud until you look up and you see the tether is peacefully asleep.
And reading aloud does help with retention.
Does. Cool. You feel your mind expand a little bit more, Una. How many hours are you at?
16.
Nice. Cool. All right. So, with the start of the next day, you find yourselves back in class. And class is pretty much as it was before. Everett is joining you for class, but a lot of his free time is being spent in sort of remedial classes as well. Mostly with Colrail. But yeah. Cool. Tyler, you had your hand raised.
Tether is not. Well, how about this? The first day of Ellis's class, I'm just gonna assume Tether's gonna assume the topic is not important, and that leading with her other proclivities with Elitha, she's gonna ask to go to the bathroom and then not come back.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And does this trend continue through the rest of the week?
Yay!
Just Elitha's class or all classes?
Just Elitha's for now.
Cool.
Well, actually, yeah, just Elitha's for now.
Okay. All right. So let's do some time skip stuff. Tether, since you said that, I assume that your academic focus will not be academics this week. In fact, it can't be. What is your academic focus?
Tactics.
All right.
Tether's going back to her old. She's just asking guards to hit her a bunch.
Brum is facilitating that at least a little bit. Una, what would you like to focus on academically this week?
Tactics.
Tactics as well. Cool. Septon.
Also, give me that tactics.
Wow, Brum's having a good fucking week. Shandi?
I'm gonna go politics.
Politics. Thank God, somebody for Coral. All right.
Fuck
Ta-
Elitha.
Una's working on that backflip.
You've spent a lot of time with Elitha recently.
Yeah.
So. Shandi, what do you want to do extracurricularly this week?
I want to work on my sword.
All right. I believe you still
I'm
have
still
to make history
researching, yeah.
checks. Yeah. I will, though, give you advantage on these history checks because now you have a direction to head.
I was gonna ask, since I'm specifically looking at what Triton
Yeah.
smithing now.
Yeah, Triton smithing. So I'm going to give you advantage on the check.
14.
14. I believe that is 1 week's worth of progress for you there.
Nice.
Cool. You need one more week of progress on research.
This is a long goal.
It was meant to be sort of long, but not this long. All right, Septon, what are you up to extracurricularly this week?
You know, it's been a while. Let's go to the kitchen.
All right, make your check.
Take it easy. Oh God, what is this check?
I don't know, and I'm not gonna say because
so
it's always wrong.
What is it?
It's a weird one because it's like an intelligence sleight of hand or some
Sleight of
shit.
hand with
Or
intelligence.
wisdom.
So it's my dex plus my
Not
int
dex.
plus my proficiency from sleight of hand.
Right.
I gotta do this manually. I'm not rolling it on line.
That is fair.
Do I have sleight of hand proficiency? Yes, I do.
Look at that.
3 plus my int, which is it int or wisdom?
Int.
It's int. They're the same. I don't know why I asked. All right, here we go. Cooking. Flaccid 20.
All right, so that is going to be 1d4 plus 1 weeks of progress. So go ahead and roll your 1d4. I altered that a little bit, I will say, because rolling a 1 on that would feel shitty. So 1d4 plus 1.
4 plus 1. Oh! I rolled a 3. So
All right.
4.
4. That means you're done.
I should finish that?
Yeah. You came back. You set your mind to the task.
No, it was all the shit I learned from what's his name?
Right. From
Spice Merchant.
Yeah. He wasn't the spice merchant, but he was the alchemy ingredients purveyor. Yeah.
Nice.
Silith, I believe, was his name.
Yeah, Silent. That's right.
Yeah, no, you use some of those skills, you use some of the seasoning that you used, and Chef is like, hey, you're coming along great, kid. Cool, so yeah, your project is complete, and you gain the chef feat.
Hell yeah. No, I forget. Do I get
You don't,
the full-on chef feat, or do I
you
get
get-
it without the ASI?
you don't get an ASI, but you do get the chef feat minus that at the very least.
Hell yeah, I have no idea what the chef feat did. It's been so
been a long
long
time.
since I started this project.
All right, yeah, so Septon's toiling away in the kitchen. Una, what would you like to do?
Okay. If I want to make a point that I want to read the tome, like at least an hour every night, would I have to make that a project?
I would say you'd probably need to use your extracurriculars to read the tome.
And I don't want to lose progress, because apparently...
That's happened before. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, then I will switch it until I'm
All right.
done, so...
Yeah, you spend a lot of time this week reading your book. Pretty much all your downtime, you're just nose straight in that book. And it pays off. Eventually, you find yourself, you're the middle of the week, probably like Thursday night, you close the back cover of that book, and you have finished reading it. And as a result, you feel your brain expanding. Your intelligence score increases by 2, and the maximum you can have in intelligence also increases by 2. So your intelligence goes up by 2, and your intelligence maximum is now 22 rather than 20.
Ooh. Nerds pay off.
All right.
Where are you at now?
16.
It's not
It's
bad.
now my second highest.
That's cool.
I don't have a lot of int-based. Oh no, investigation's int-based.
Right.
So.
Just splash wizard for some damage. Why not? You could now. Anyway, yeah, you feel great. You feel amazing, and like your
Una,
mind
like,
has expanded.
smiles with her teeth this week, and it's a little unsettling, honestly.
Though when you open the book to like go back to a topic that you thought about, the pages are now blank.
Sweet.
Cool.
That was a patch. They fixed a bug. Players were like kept reading the book over and over again to keep gaining levels.
There's in that magic item there's a very specific clause about that. Yes. Cool. Tether, what is your extracurricular project this week?
She is going to try to finish her project of what was it called?
Research your roots, we had named it.
Research your roots. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make a history check for me.
Could I ask for advantage?
And why's that?
Well, I was given a lead based on what Lady Demon Deathane called me, and then the divination
Right.
kind of gave me an inkling.
I think that is worth advantage.
I got a 15.
15. That is enough for 1 week worth of progress and completing your project. So now this didn't have as much of a specific goal in mind. What were you hoping to find with this?
I was hoping. I mean, basically what I asked in the divination, why was I created?
Right. Okay. You learn a lot about Zugtamoy, her presence as one of the demon lords, her followers, the different cults that worship her, yours included in that, but it's not the only one. You're somewhat surprised to learn. And they're different ways of engaging with the world. So basically anything that you could just find in Mordenkainen's belt, Zugtamoy, you are now familiar with, including a an interesting quote that might not sit great with you about her goal. That really ties into your question about what she wants. Where are you? It is said that the demon queen of fungi, lady of rot and decay, Zugtamoy, is a creature whose only desire is to infect the living with spores, transforming them into her mindless servants, and eventually into decomposing hosts for the mushroom molds and other fungi that she spawns. Her goal is to turn the entire world into a giant fungal garden. That's what she wants, very badly. And all of her servants are basically entities bent on that end goal through various means. You also find in some research that wasn't here before, weirdly, but is here now. This is, in fact, Carleonan research that just sort of showed up in your library, that your cult has found success. They've made hybrids. Multiple.
Well, on off chance, thanks, best friend investigator.
It's make an insight check.
What's my insight again? Tethered rarely insights. Let's see. Insight. But I'm proficient in it. Oh, I'm so dumb. +8.
8 total?
No, I have +8. I got 13.
Yeah, this is probably him. He probably put this here, for sure. So yeah, okay. I mean, if you have any specific questions, let me know, but like, that's the vibe. You get it. Even if you don't understand, you see why people have been approaching your background with trepidation.
Yeah, I'm viewing this as the end of the naivete.
Right. You read a lot of atrocities committed in the name of Zugtamoy. Like stuff worse than you'd like to think about happening. Stuff a lot worse than what you personally remember experiencing. But yeah, so you've researched your roots there, my friend.
Yay!
Fun. Cool.
Girls' room is on opposite spectrum.
Midway through so classes this week go by pretty standardly. It's pretty calm. Brahm is doing a lot of practical instruction these days about sort of battle tactics, pincer maneuvers, whatnot, how to more easily structure yourself in combat, like physically, rather than talking about specific tactical history. Elitha is going into like Zymorian noble lines in succession.
Yeah, tether skipped.
Yeah. As you are going to be there, so that's that. And Colrell, I mean, it's always really hard to suss out Colrell's specific lesson planning. A lot of it just seems to be like hands-on demonstrations of stuff, or just like weird examples, and
like that eccentric acting professor.
Right.
Who gives you weird exercises, and you're like, I don't
you're
know
like,
what you're trying
okay.
to get out of me.
Yeah, but unlike that guy, they work. Where at the end of the day, you're like, oh, I understand what he's trying to teach me there. Though, about halfway through the week, Colrell...
Yeah. For like the first time tether ditches, maybe first one or two, Una's gonna really terribly lie and be like, she told me she wasn't feeling well this morning. And then when she started realizing that, oh, she's taking a stand, she gave up.
Yeah, you can see over the course of the week that Elitha just becomes more and more dejected. But no ramifications really seem to be coming from skipping, so she's not
Nice.
taking any action. But you can tell every time Tether leaves, she's like,
Oh, she only left the first time.
Oh,
She
she
doesn't
just
just,
doesn't
she just
show up,
doesn't
yeah.
show up.
yeah, every morning when Tether isn't there, Elitha's like, I guess we'll begin. She gets into the teaching, and it's
Moon is
fine.
doing double time notes that Tether didn't ask for.
Of course he is.
And they're by far the first notes Tether has ever taken in a class.
In any case, in politics, about midway through the week, I would say, in your Wednesday class with them, Colrell produces a letter. So, after your antics last weekend in protecting the town of Kelshar, it seems that you've gained another title, Saviors of Kelshar. You're being called, in fact, you're being called this so widely and so actively that Lord Edmund Beverley III, the man in charge of Kelshar, believe it or not, is intending to throw a feast in honor of Kelshar's perseverance through the horrific Ignite, and would like you to be the guests of honor. Now,
Oh yeah.
before you jump to that conclusion, I tell you that Orion is chomping at the bit to accept on your behalf, but I refused to allow him to because, as I see it, this is a teaching opportunity. Things like this, heroic acts and fame tend to go hand in hand, and the more heroic acts you perform, the more fame you accrue, the more you're going to have to be cognizant of who to and not to ally yourself with. Now, I'm not telling you not to go to this, but I'm also not telling you to go. This needs to be your choice. I'll tell you what I know. You go to this feast, you will be publicly aligning yourself with Lord Beverley. Whether or not you want to do that, sort of your call. If you don't go, it could be taken as a sign of, depending on how you handle it, I suppose, the excuse you give or the reason. It could be taken as you're arrogant. You don't wish to see the people that you saved. Or it could be taken as you are a mysterious group with more important things to do than go to a feast. So, I would like to field your questions about... what I want to do here is sort of act as a resource for you as you decide whether or not to attend this feast. Discuss amongst yourselves. You can ask me questions about Beverley, about the state of Kelshar. I will answer honestly, but this will be a fun exercise with real-life ramifications.
Well, I raised my hand immediately because I was going to ask if we had to go, but you answered my question.
It is entirely up to you, though I will say I got caught wind of Mrs. Lee's planning. There's going to be a very mandatory dance next month, so start being on the lookout for that. I think dates violently encouraged. So
I question the mandatory part.
right. No, I've heard Tether. Mandatory action isn't exactly your strong suit these days.
Yeah, I question the mandatory part as well.
No, I like it. It shows some
Or
rebellion.
I could be just a strong single woman.
Right, no, I'm sorry. Not meaning romantic dates, but just bring someone who doesn't go here so there'll be people at the dances. The vibe that I get from her.
Oh, right, of course.
But I will wait for her to announce it before anything.
Okay, so about this other project.
Matter at hand,
Septon
yes.
has defined it up.
No, I actually, Blake. Septon, I want to make a history roll for Septon. Having worked in a bar where people chat and people talk,
Right,
the regular people pass through.
right, they do.
What have I heard about this guy?
Why don't you make...
Everly or Emberly or whatever.
I'll call this a a perception check, just to see what you've picked up.
A perception check. Okay.
It's like a past tense perception.
Yeah, a perception check. Right, I can... That is a 10.
You haven't heard a ton.
Of trust.
Bonds of trust.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Bonds of trust, roll it again.
I'm very hesitant, bonds of trust. But I feel like this is
Bonds of
important.
trust.
18.
18, alright,
Like,
yeah.
it's important.
Bentley is not well loved here he's not well loved in Zymor, I should say. He's one of the reasons that Kelshar is so unlike other major Zymorian cities. He is kind of he has a big adherence to antiquated ideals. He doesn't believe in this newfangled Magitech stuff, and for that reason, it's not really present here. And some people don't like that because Magitech really makes everyone's lives easier, usually across the board. He's very popular from the perspective of farmers and sort of produce producers, because most of his taxes and tariffs directly support them, and the agricultural sectors of the area. He is... It's 50-50 in Kelshar. People really, really love him over in Ashgrove. The rich people like him a lot, but the common people are like, I'd love to have Magitech. He is technically a Zymorian noble, but he has not been to the capital for 30, 40 years. So he's pretty divorced from the ruling caste of Zymor.
Interesting.
So it's pros and cons, but he's pretty unliked in Zymor as a whole, and he isn't the most popular. I mean, he levies taxes and he technically makes the rules, but he's just a dude who lives in a big house in Ashgrove. Nobody really interacts with him much.
Okay.
Yes, Tether.
Can we just say that we got into this business not for notoriety, but to help people? And so we humbly thank him for the offer, but we ask that he spend the money that would have been on the banquet towards public works.
I think that is a great reason to not come, should you choose not to come.
A good one.
That's my vote.
He's not the most liked guy from what I hear around the bar. Not outright hated, but not everybody's favorite either.
Do regular people go to functions like this?
No, it would be you, him, and the nobles of Ashgrove.
Because if it were other people, I would I mean, we can't ignore that a lot of our success was due to the help of the citizens of Kelshar.
Right.
Well,
I don't want to appear ungrateful to that.
Right. I mean, it's a very public affair, so you would be seen celebrating Kelshar should you attend. But none of the...
Throw a better party.
You could.
that would be a snub to him, but
It would.
a boon to the people.
Sometimes that's the right move. Sometimes it lands you in more trouble than it's worth. It's sort of up to you to take the call there.
I do like the letter, not letter, but your idea, Tether.
Heather's idea is good.
And we
Heather's
can-
idea is good.
And instead of just sending that message to him, we can just post that message around town, so everyone knows that we asked that.
And then if
And said
he
that.
doesn't do it,
And it's a part of our thank you letter for helping us, people.
Yes.
and then if he doesn't spend the money, he's gonna look unpopular. The heroes suggest helping the people, and in fact, we should even say, what did you say? Put it towards public works. We should specifically say the rebuilding efforts, right?
And we should mention that we weren't the only heroes there that night. Like Una said, the people of Kelshar came together to save themselves as much as we worked to save them.
Although let's not shout out some of our allies.
Oh yes.
One
Naturally.
group.
Why the
perhaps.
Shaded Alley did really well.
Let's not shout out the Shaded Alley.
Uh-huh.
The Dirty Delvers, though. They were helpful, like, unquestionably. In fact, we say that despite how flattered we are, we feel that you've snubbed the Dirty Delvers by not inviting them. And so in solidarity with adventuring groups, we gotta decline.
I think we keep it like cool, calm, general. Like, thank you so much for this wonderful invitation, but we came into this business in order to help people and not for notoriety. Blah blah blah. Flower, flower, flowers. Thank you to the people of Kelshar. We humbly ask that the money is spent towards the reconstruction of this beautiful city and reconstruction and advancement of this beautiful city.
Good phrasing.
I could cry. Tether, you've learned so much since you started here.
Poggers.
What?
What?
A Ladrin phrase, don't worry about it.
Wasn't it
Forgot.
mind
It was,
flayers?
Mind? What?
I think we decided that
What?
was a mind flayer term.
No, I thought it was like ancient like battle cry. I forget.
I hate it. Right. Well, that is that your decision? Your final call?
Yeah, and we post the notice in public squares.
Right. All right. Well, I will set about making that a reality. If one of you will write up the note, then. Oh, you already did it. Look at you.
Scribing.
Right.
There might be some spelling error. Hold on, let me spell check. Okay.
It's very, very good, very diligent. Great. Huh. An interesting choice. Well, seems you've learned a lot.
Gonna
I
hold
do
up.
hate to turn down
High
a
five
party.
for Tether.
Yes, Tether, extra marks for this week. Maybe not going
Marks
to
where?
maybe not going to academics is doing the rest of your studies better. Keep at it. Don't tell
Yeah,
her
I
if I
will.
said that. She will kill me. All right. Well, you have the day. And they saunter out. Cool. Yeah. I mean, you get word that the thing was posted. This was what, like Tuesday or Wednesday. By the time the weekend rolls around, you hear that not only was it posted, but Anglith Favelar, of Favelar's Emporium, has seconded it and is basically throwing a rebuilding party this weekend where he's providing food, equipment, and materials to anybody who wants to help rebuild.
Perhaps that we should attend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although, do we want to align ourselves with England? Well, we kind of already have.
He seems to imply heavily in his announcement that you are all very good friends with his son, and he is acting in accordance with your wishes. It's like he doesn't specifically say like, "Oh, I'm buds with the Bright Futures," but he heavily implies it.
It's
So
kinda
we're not
kissing
aligning
our
ourselves
ass,
with
so we
him.
should
He's
accept.
aligning ourselves with himself with us.
But do we show face?
I feel like we
We're
don't
always
show
getting
up.
face. I'm just kidding.
I feel like if we don't show up, that's gonna be seen as they're just a lot of talk, no action.
Maybe we
Yeah, this
maybe
is
like
a local thing. We
some of
help
us
out.
show up.
I guess. I mean, I guess I don't really go to Kelshar much, so I could not go as like the mysterious one.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, or we could all just show up.
I'd like to help
It
rebuild.
does-
I'm here.
What? yeah.
Right.
Right.
I know I'm see-through sometimes, but I'm here.
I feel like we should show up to this one, but do we want to align ourselves with Favelar?
Well, we could always just say we're there as part of the core of people looking to help with the efforts, not there as guests of honor.
Right, we show up as volunteers, but we will get attention. People know who we are.
Yeah, we don't announce that we're coming. We just show up.
Right.
Or you guys just show up.
Yes, we just crash it. I mean, Tether, you can come with us.
I mean, it's still like gonna be pretty crowded, right?
Do you not want to? Is that... Okay, then don't show.
Okay, cool.
We'll say one of our if anyone asks, we say one of our members is busy with important.
I can like summon like an elephant or something to help like carry stuff.
Say like you took the day to refine your abilities. I
I don't know.
Oh, if you want company, I could stick behind Tether. But
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Well, I kind of want to help rebuild because, especially since Arlith was so, helpful and saved my unlaugh. But
Yeah.
if you're
You should
lonely,
help.
okay. Oh, all right.
No, yeah, I'll be fine.
Cool. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, that weekend, 4 of you head up to I assume
No, I was gonna
Isla's.
ask, are we gonna do our RP for the week, or is this
Oh!
gonna be RP for the week?
This doesn't have to be. If you wanted to do RP, this is at the weekend. So if you wanted to go back and do an RP earlier, you're more than welcome to. Or if you want to save it for next week, it's kind of up to you. I know you guys have been planning something, so would you want to do it this week or do you want to wait?
We could save it for the next
Okay,
week.
we're
gonna-
Una's in the headspace yet for
yeah.
it.
We're gonna
This will be
do.
RP.
We're gonna do a couple of weeks here. So.
Okay.
Cool.
Awesome.
So 4 of you head on your way. Is Isla making an appearance at this work party?
Yeah, she is. But Tether will. How long can I summon an elephant for? Let's see.
It takes.
Oh, I
remember, it
thought you
takes
said
an.
Eladrin.
Yeah, just summon an Eladrin. Hey!
You can just give us
What's
a
up?
buddy.
She can go, hey, Septon, show up. He'll run over.
It takes an hour to get from here to
Can
Kelshar.
we ride in?
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that?
That'd be
Make
cool.
way for
Humble
bright futures.
I mean, we can. Yeah. No. Wait.
I think you got like an hour or 2 on that,
Yeah.
so it probably wouldn't be all that helpful considering it'll take an hour to actually get there.
Yeah. Never mind.
Cool. But I assume Isla is gonna make an appearance.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, yeah, no, you make your way up there and you get there. And as you arrive and as you sort of join in and start helping the volunteers, there are a lot of people who personally come up to thank you for what you did. A lot of faces that you've seen before, a lot of faces that don't. You see the woman with the baby.
Named after.
Named Shandi.
Shandi, yeah.
And she says, oh, little Shandi, it's big Shandi. It's the whole thing.
Hello, little Shanti.
There is no sign of Anglith, but you do see Arlith there in like an overseer capacity. So if you want to go talk to him, you're more than welcome to. But you also could probably easily avoid him.
I think Septon's gonna go right up to him.
Oh,
Arlith, how can we help?
I shouldn't be surprised you showed up, goody two-shoes that you are. Grab some tools, start helping to fix things.
I mean,
Oh,
we
wait,
got...
my voice is different now because I blew my vocal
Right.
cords last time. Yes, this is how I talk.
And we're friends now. We're not...
We're
We're trying to
friend-
get along now.
We're friendly, that's true.
We're friendly. We're trying to get along. Listen, we've got, spells and stuff. I mean, is there anything...
Right.
Huge loads that need to be moved?
There are some of the damage that was done by the bird needs to be fixed, and we have raw materials waiting outside town to be brought in. Lots of windows that need to be repaired.
I have a question, Blake.
I have an answer, Peter.
What I know druid rules is that if you're gonna wild shape, you have to have seen it before.
Yep.
What are the rules on polymorph?
You have to have some knowledge of it.
I have to have like knowledge of it.
You have to. I'm not gonna say you have had to have seen it in real life before, but you have to have like seen a picture of it
Oh, okay.
or read about it, maybe.
I wonder if Septon knows what a giant ape is.
Make a history check. Make a nature check
A
to
nature
determine.
check, that's not gonna go well.
Well, here's the thing. There are absolutely giant apes in the Feywild, but whether or not you've
Boy.
seen them,
Oh boy, nature check 11.
Bonds of trust.
you're not there. You can't, but somebody else can.
11.
You've seen a sun bear.
It's true.
What can a giant ape do that a
Right,
sun
apes have
bear
like
can't?
a lot of strength.
Yeah, they're beefy boys. I don't think you. I think you know about apes. I don't know that you know that they come in the big variety.
No. All right. In that case, I mean, Septon will just get to work like hauling stuff around, but he will instead of polymorphing, he'll do the old enhance ability
Just
for
to
the
get yoked.
bull's strength,
Yep. Cool.
and I'll start hauling stuff around.
All right. What are the rest of you doing? Everett is
Helping out.
Everett is fixing windows because he can kind of fly. So
I'll see if there's like people who need help with like the organization side. People just helping people know where they're going.
right. So you'll be working closely with Arlith then.
That's fine. We won't say
You
much.
probably don't have much. He doesn't have much to say. He probably tries like small talk like twice, but gives
Yeah.
up eventually.
Is there like any metalworking being done?
Yeah, plenty.
I guess with my like rudimentary knowledge now, I could go and be in like an assistant capacity for
Right,
whatever's
yeah.
happening there.
That's being headed right now by Steelfist Evelyn, and she's happy to have you help because her ungrateful daughter just disappeared today. So,
Good.
And does Isla make an
Isla?
appearance? Yeah.
She's met up with her girlfriends, and
The
they're just
girls.
like walking around like picking up debris.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like we're to fetch people. Like, oh, we need more nails over here.
Right. Cool. I assume this is your first time Islaing since the incident.
Yeah.
We haven't seen her, right? Isla since.
I feel like we saw her the night of.
Yeah.
Or the morning at
Yeah.
least, like Averith saw her, that's for sure. And my question is, do you interact with the gang or Averith as Isla?
Not like I don't like seek it out, like make eye contact, like smile, wave, but like working. If they interact with her, then yeah.
Right. As you see as Isla passes by one time, Una, and Averith almost goes to like go talk to her, but then doesn't.
You guys okay?
What?
I mean, I'm pretty observant. Did you talk to her?
We've talked. Yes. Why?
I thought you liked her.
Oh, I liked her. No, I invited her to my dance once. It's not a like. I met her like this weekend, a week ago, obviously. So I don't like her. One time I sent an assassin after you guys. So like, let's talk about that instead. Did you guys know about that?
No.
Clearly wasn't a very proficient assassin. I should say my father did it. He was really mad about the blast ball humiliation. You've never met a Benmal the Pummeler? Ogre?
No.
An ogre?
Did we?
Oh, well, that was in the woods. Wasn't there an ogre looking for us or something?
There was, yeah.
Yeah, and then I talked to the trees, and
yeah.
then Septon sang for the trees, and they told us to go away.
Oh, I've been saying Averith. I've been meaning Arlith this whole time. Fuck, I did it to myself. It's not even an E, it's A's.
Averith and Arlith are close, though.
Yeah.
Those are similar.
Well,
Yes, let's talk about that instead. Aren't you
He
so
was-
mad?
it was unsuccessful.
Right, I figured, since you're here.
That's a little crazy over a blast ball game, but I've got this if you want to go talk to her.
We're talking about an assassination. Aren't you just so angry
Well,
about that?
No, don't tell me how I feel, please. I mean, okay, just another thing to put on our damn list, but like,
I mean, I doubt he's still after you.
yeah.
I don't think my father's
Tether
still
talked to
paying him.
Tether talked to some trees.
It's cool. She's an odd duck, that Tether.
She's awesome, but
No, I don't disagree
If-
with you. She...
yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay. I'm just saying, it looked like you wanted to talk to her.
you were mistaken. Perhaps you have more confidence in your observance than you should.
I don't think that's true. Did you have a nice time at the date before it went awry?
It's really hard to remember that after a terrorist attack was plotted on Ground Zero, my party.
Okay. I'm just saying, I won't say anything if you decide to take a break from the work to go talk to anybody.
Nothing to be said. I have to be here and make sure everything goes smoothly, otherwise it will seem as though my father is just putting on airs instead of actually trying to help the town, as he is.
Of course. Of course. Okay. I mean, I'm just
Well,
saying.
why don't you go talk to her, since you're so focused on it?
Because I don't like her like you do.
I don't either.
Right. Oh yeah. Right.
Isla keeps sneezing.
But what's holding you back?
What do you mean, what's holding me back?
What's holding you back? Because it's definitely. I'm not believing this thing about, oh, you need to hold up what your dad.
Well, that's true. I mean, I am his son and his heir, so I need to be.
I'm saying go talk to her for 5 minutes.
I have to work. I have a work ethic, I think you'll find, which I don't know what they're teaching you down at your school, but very much instilled in me. Where are you from, by the way?
Helvast.
Ah, that's why. One of those beach people. No sense of work ethic.
Una wishes there was a way to be like, well, I just got 2 points smarter, so fuck you.
I have no interest in speaking to Isla unless she has interest in speaking to me, because we don't really know each other.
I think she does. She was just sneezing.
She what?
To get your attention, obviously.
Do women do that?
Yes!
Really? I've never read that anywhere.
Like, you can't read it.
What do you mean you can't
Who
read
sneezes
it?
that
You can
much?
read
Who
anything.
sneezes that much.
Someone who's sick? I don't know, maybe she has allergies.
My fantasy allergies.
Who's to say? You're pulling my leg. They don't actually.
No, I'm really not.
Well, I don't even care if, it doesn't even matter, so.
I just know what it's like to want to talk to somebody and can't. So you want to talk to somebody and can.
I will not concede that I do want to, but I'm sorry about your thing.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not.
Do you want to talk about that?
No.
Good, because I wasn't really. I don't think we're there.
Our acquaintance.
Yes, I don't really know.
I appreciate the gesture.
In fact, I think this whole thing with you trying to get me to talk to her is maybe beyond where we're at, but I understand you're coming from a good place, so. I think I'll pass. Thank you, though.
Okay. Fine.
Yes, fine.
Anyway, that group of dudes just hasn't done anything for a while. We should probably go.
You fit back into very quiet, but efficient work. Cool. All right. Is there anything anybody wants to do? So the work party lasts like most of Saturday, and then a little bit into Sunday. But that's more of just like cleaning up supplies and stuff. So, is there anything you guys want to do during this weekend specifically, or do you want to move on to the next week?
I think Shanti's probably pretty wiped. She's gonna spend Sunday relaxing after the second part of the work party.
Cool.
Oh, Isla is gonna be like, after the Saturday work day, be like, okay guys, are we going to the dance hall? Like, come on, let loose, come on, we did good work today.
The dance hall's kind of burnt down.
And we'll dance on the ashes and it'll be a phoenix as it rises up.
Ah, colorful. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to dance. Honestly, I don't think there's going to be any dances at the dance hall, but if you want to dance, I'm sure I could arrange for something.
What about like a block party? Do you guys have those here?
I have heard that they happen, yes.
I mean, what's there to arrange? If we can just like.
Everett is
start
also
dancing.
dancing with you. I suppose we could. It wouldn't exactly be proper, but...
What? Maybe it's like an end of... Wait, have we like... We're not done rebuilding.
Things are like pretty... I mean, the entire city isn't rebuilt, but it seems like the work party is like coming to a close. Like the stuff that was done with this initiative is coming to an end.
I mean...
Saturday night?
Sunday morning, even.
Oh, we've already gotten to Sunday morning.
Yeah. Unless you want to do something on Saturday, in which case we can always...
So, generally, from block parties back in my hometown, they try to promote, like, a local restaurant or something, or eatery, Septon.
Well, this was sponsored by Favelar's Emporium, so I feel like it might be strange to switch.
With cutlery from Favelar's Emporium.
Father has been trying to get the new mithril line off the ground.
I was gonna always that, sorry.
I'll speak to him. See, where did you want it to be? This
The Emerald Rock?
Oh, whoa.
No, sorry.
I'm sorry, guys. I missed it. What are we trying to do here? We're planning a party? What is happening?
Yeah, why not?
Isla wants to party. It
Yes,
seems
Isla
a little
wants to-
sad to
to
do it
dance.
in the place where we were
Guys,
attacked.
you don't plan a party on Sunday night. That's not like when you have a party. That's like Friday, Saturday, maybe
Oh.
Thursday. But Sunday's not. That's a day
It'll
of
be
rest
like
right there.
early afternoon. It's a block party, not
Wait,
a
also,
get down party.
Also, is this conversation is happening Sunday morning?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so the cleanup party was Sunday morning.
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday.
So
Sunday.
pretty much all of Saturday
okay.
was like fixing stuff, and Sunday is like finishing up some stuff and like collecting materials and tools and whatever.
Okay. I mean, I can't get the Emerald Rock involved. Yeah, you guys know I'm just like a greeter there, right? I like wait tables sometimes. I don't like own the establishment.
But
You're like the best greeter there.
I like you there.
No, they like me. I saved Greg. I
It does fine. I don't plan parties. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Also,
Yeah.
I mean, a party sounds fun, but I didn't say a party. I just thought we could all let loose and dance for a little bit.
Great. Okay, fine. Okay.
I'm gonna be real.
I'm just gonna go like organize something that doesn't need to be organized.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. We were carrying stuff all last night, and like I went to work last night. Like, I'm kind of beat.
I could dance.
Thank you. Someone here has some energy. Come on, guys. I don't
Yeah,
want
let's
this, I don't want this
dance!
to end. This has been a fun 2 days.
I mean, I don't know if I can secure a proper venue, but my apartment has quite a bit of floor space, and I do have a Magitech bardic instrument. So
Oh, now hold on. Is this now a house party
I don't know.
at Arlen's?
I'll get drinks. We're gonna meet up. I'll get drinks.
Oh, all right. Okay.
We're drinking and hanging out at Arlen's.
I'm regretting this immediately.
No, hold on. I'm rallying.
Isla, did you leave?
Yeah, she's running to Demas.
Okay, now listen. If you break anything in my apartment, you will pay for it.
When I break stuff in your apartment.
I don't know! You tend to break stuff when you do things!
Look at me.
Do you need us to wingman?
What do you mean? I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what you mean. What do you mean?
Oh.
I think you know exactly what I mean.
I literally don't.
We're gonna be
Oh.
cool. It's fine.
Yeah,
That'd be
we
cool.
can be wings.
Okay, Arliv, is that what's...
No, it's
Una walks
not.
away.
He's staring daggers at you. Don't listen to your diminutive friend. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Do you need us to make ourselves scared?
No, why would you?
Do you need us to dip? Give you alone time?
I'm starting to feel feverish. Perhaps I shouldn't have offered my.
His head, I'll be like, no, he's nervous. He needs support.
Perhaps.
Like trying not to laugh.
I think.
Listen. Arliv, I said to you, I know I said it in the heat of the moment, but you and me and our group here, we're turning over a new leaf. Okay? Genuinely.
Right.
Are we having a good time at your place? And do you need us to
I'm going to answer your questions very honestly. A, I'm glad we're turning over a new leaf. That's awesome. I'm glad we're not enemies anymore. B, I will not have a good time at my apartment because you all are very dangerous people and I think you're going to break everything. And C, please do not orchestrate any situations. I do not trust the plans that you would come up with. I was there for some of the planning processes that you have. I don't think I need them, thank you.
Sorry, is the town still standing?
Sorry, perhaps a bit harsh. I wasn't awake for a good chunk of the night on account of my throat exploding. Yeah, thanks about that. Yeah, right.
Una's shuffled over to Shandi, and in Shandi's head, you're just gonna hear, "You make sure I only have one drink. You are my ride or die tonight."
Shandi like looks more speckled than usual just from like all the blacksmith shit all over her.
Fine, right, well, Isla's getting drinks, but she doesn't know where I live, so I guess we should probably just wait here for her to get back.
Are all of Isla's friends still here too?
I was assuming.
Probably.
Oh, are they?
I was gonna say, because they didn't follow you to Dima's.
Yeah, no, they're now like getting really excited about it. When it's like, can we invite our friends? He's like, no, you can't. You can't invite your friends.
Oh, come on.
It's like,
They-
They were there for the entire time we were.
they may not have been like right there.
Right, but they were around. They probably heard about the party and then they like excitedly started talking amongst themselves and now they're like, this is going to be the worst night of my life.
Or
Just
the
throwing a
best.
house party. They're awesome.
Have you ever thrown a house party before?
I've never
Not really.
been to
I didn't
house
have a
party.
house.
Right, well then I don't think you can speak with expertise on whether or not it will be awesome. And Una, it doesn't surprise me that you've never been to a house party. No offense, but you just don't give off the vibe.
Oh, that's
No.
totally fair.
I mean, Una,
Does a
we should,
party with my two best friends and my mom and dad count?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
Una,
then
we
I
should
haven't been.
throw a house party sometime. Like at our house down in Hagen.
School property.
Yeah, like,
We'll see how tonight goes. I'm not saying no.
we'll just do it.
Speaking of which,
Eh, kid, what? Why are you so excited?
can you buy me alcohol?
I could give you alcohol, I'm not gonna spend money on it though.
I have money.
Alright, kid,
Cheers.
I'll buy alcohol for you. What do you want? Let's go. We'll go down to the little liquor store.
Okay. I feel like brown liquors are not the vibe.
Right. I've taught you well. What is it for?
Okay,
do you just want alcohol?
Me and some friends are throwing a house party.
My little mushroom grows up so fast.
There's no mushrooms here.
I mean, okay.
So I'm thinking, what's the thing that's fermented by potatoes?
Vodka?
Vodka.
I, Blake, don't know the answer to that question.
It's vodka.
Right, yeah, we could get you some Skembrin shit. Really get you fucked up.
Yeah.
Right, I could do
Yeah.
that. I know
and
a guy.
something super sweet to mix that with.
Right, okay, yeah, no, I know some stuff. And about the stuff I got you the other night, you want some of that? I mean, no house party's complete without pipeweed. Or other things. I mean, if you want to go crazy.
I don't know. Maybe we'll build up to that.
Right. All right. Respectable.
Though due to some unforeseeable weirdness, my mushroom garden has changed to a variety that could lead to some. I googled the mushrooms, and on low doses they can be hallucinogenic, but in large doses they are deadly. So I was just gonna slip that in there as like for the shaded out if they wanted it.
All right. No, good to know. Yeah. Well, no, definitely. You keep making those things for us, and we'll. By the way, we'll probably have a job for you next week, potentially. So keep an ear to the ground.
Okay. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Right, yeah, no. She takes you down to the local liquor store. It's a joint run by a deeply dwarven gentleman who you like.
Should I wait outside?
Well, yes, you're not allowed to go in there, so you should wait outside. How much do you give her, money-wise?
Well, I don't understand the money thing that well yet, so I'll give like 100 gold pieces.
Okay. All right,
Is it enough?
Oh, that'll be enough. She takes it and she heads on in, and a few moments you see through the window as she's just like picking up bottle after bottle, and she goes to the front, has a quick conversation with the dwarf, who slides her something. As she slides the money, he slides her something as well. And she comes out with just like a giant, like, wooden box full of like 14 different bottles.
Okay. I'll take that.
Yep. Here you go. And she goes up. Where's your pocket? I can't tell with this thing on. Right. And she slips something in your back pocket.
Okay.
That's your little secret substance for later.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. You're the best.
I assume I'm a little older to come to this party, but if not, you know, old lady Demon would always love an invite.
I would love to invite you, though you might blow my cover. Wait, they've met you before?
Oh, I wouldn't come as me. Are you kidding me?
Can you come as my older sister?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Like, look a little bit like me?
Right? Yeah. No, I could do that. I got some quick acting Magitech hair cream. Get the same tint going on. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. I don't know where the party is. I think I have to go back to Favelar's.
Right. Well, I'll who's hosting the party?
Arlith?
Oh! Yeah, I know where he lives. I'll meet you there.
Okay, cool.
That's not creepy at all.
They've robbed him.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to struggle back with my -1 strength score.
It takes a while. Yeah, you, Arlith leaves the address with you. It's up in Ashgrove, of course. Before going off to, like, just get his place ready. And you see as more and more people are getting invited, more and more teens are getting invited to this house party as you wait. But you see Isla struggling back with really more alcohol than you could ever think to consume.
Alright, guys. Okay. Do you guys know where we're going?
Christ.
Oh, also, my older sister's gonna come.
Oh, nice.
Don't worry, she's cool.
Okay. What's her name? I didn't even think
Sherry.
about that. Sherry? Okay.
She bought us all this, so I figured it would be nice.
Alright, maybe we should get out of, like, public with bottles and bottles of alcohol?
Probably smart.
Okay, cool. One step in front of the other.
Cool. Yeah, you make your way over to Arlith's spot, and you can see that a crowd is forming outside this, like, nice apartment.
No.
You see him up in the window just looking down with a look of horror on his
I
face.
really feel bad.
Think of a crowd.
It's not small. It's gonna be like a village party.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
For those of you who didn't go to Muhlenberg, way more people than could fit in this area comfortably.
Bad time.
Heather's gonna call up. Can we come in early to help set up? And can I put this down?
He just sort of nods fearfully. And then he disappears, and you see the door open, and he just opens it up a little bit. Let you through, and then closes it again.
Okay.
It's a really nice apartment. It's a really nice apartment.
Wait, just Isla or all of us?
All of you, yeah, you the group. It is a beautifully decorated and like huge apartment. It's like it's 2 stories. The bottom story seems to have sort of entryway, like living room area. There's a really nice couch that's been pushed to the side of the room. You see what looks to be a lute, but with glowing strings just sort of hovering at the front of the room. There's a bathroom, there's a kitchen. There's like a chair on the stairs, blocking it off from, like he's put it there so people wouldn't go upstairs, sort of deal.
It's just playing like Scarborough Fair.
It's not playing anything yet, but like it doesn't seem like it's gonna be enough for this. He's like, "What have you done to me? What have you done to me?"
Well, obviously,
I'm really
people
sorry.
think you're really cool, and it's in the party spread, and and it's gonna be great.
It'll be great. Yep. That is so much alcohol.
Yeah, can I put this down in the kitchen?
Yeah, I'll go take it.
No. I'm gonna concoct something.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Because we established the poisoner's feet extends the bartender.
It does. It does. Cool. Yeah.
Chef feet?
No, poisoner.
Damn.
Yeah, no, you know what? I would say chef feet probably extends to bartending as well. You're coming at the same problem from different angles, but, you know.
You know the flavor.
I'm trying to hide poison.
Right. Do you want help?
Yeah,
I've worked in kitchens before.
sounds good. I've worked with liquors before.
Una, what's your passive perception, by the way?
Super insane.
I figured it might be.
It is. No, I'm gonna go back to D&D Beyond. Sorry. 23.
Cool. You see as Isla takes Septon up on the offer to help, and they go off to the kitchen together, he's like staring daggers at Septon.
Arleth.
Yeah.
Captain genuinely just wants to
Oh
take a
no!
crack at making a drink.
Yeah. Arleth doesn't get that, though. Right, well, might as well get it over with. Are you ready? And Everett's like, yeah, I'm ready to party!
Oh, I was like, are you asking me?
I'm asking all of you. We're about to let loose the floods of debauchery into this sanctuary.
You have all of your breakables stored in a safe place.
Yes, they're all upstairs. Don't let anyone go upstairs. If I
no.
swear to the Pantheon, if I find
You are
someone
talking-
fucking on my bed, I will.
Shandy's gonna snap, and Sheka's gonna appear arms crossed in front of the staircase.
That thing is horrifying. Well, great. Yes, I suppose that'll
You are
work.
talking to the best stage manager Helvest has ever seen.
Stage manager?
Yeah.
Can I hear this from the
Yeah.
You
kitchen?
know,
The kitchen. So the kitchen isn't like a different room. It's just like,
like
farther
open.
over in the area. Yeah, it's like it's an open floor plan down here.
concept.
Listen. Why am I blanking on his name also?
Arleth.
Arleth. I wanted to say Averth.
Right.
Arleth, look at me. I'm gonna make you a promise right now. If, like, glasses get broken or anything, watch this. So I'm just gonna take a glass and just break it.
What the?
And then immediately cast Mending. And just put it back together. Alright, I promise you, okay? If shit gets broken, I'll help you put it back together, okay?
Sure. Fine. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna open the doors.
In Septon's head, I'll just be like, I think Arleth needs a drink.
I will whip him something up as soon as I can. So it's like
Straightforward.
going through his like the kitchen, like being like, are there any ingredients that can make a cocktail out of here?
There's plenty. It's a well-stocked kitchen. Yeah.
We need a bowl. We need a big bowl.
Olive juice.
I want to have like a
Got vodka.
cocktail make off. What would the word for that be?
With Isla? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, cocktail off. Yeah, okay, so the doors do get opened and people come storming in. The loot is, like, trying its best to keep up over the din, but it doesn't. Pretty quickly, some dudes just, like, pull out their own loots and instruments and start playing. Like, it goes from 0 to 100. It goes from nobody's in here to, like, it's a full-on banging house party, like, immediately. Septon and Tether, as you are bartending more or less, or Isla, I suppose, why don't you make respective checks?
Okay.
Proficiency
what
plus... Yeah. What are you
I'm
trying to make?
doing proficiency plus wisdom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Isla is gonna do like super strong liquor, super sweet stuff. She's trying to make the best, like, you know, a college party punch. You know what I mean? Super sweet, you don't even taste it.
Cool. And what's Septon trying to make?
You're doing the sweet college party punch. I feel like Septon's gonna get a little weirder and try to make some, like, strange cocktail.
Alright, cool.
Can we assume...
egg whites out?
What?
So you making an egg white cocktail.
Something weird like that. I'm gonna assume because I'm in a kitchen, can I make a check with cook's utensils?
Yes, you sure can.
I don't actually know what that check is,
It's
but
just, like, proficiency, I'm pretty sure. It just adds proficiency, and then... I'll let you use your pick of Dex or... Dex Enter Wiz.
I'm using Dex.
I figured you might.
Alright.
And you can go ahead and make your check as well, Tether.
That's a 15.
I got a 23.
So who's judging, I guess? Who have you...
No, we're just seeing
Just the
who...
general
Alright.
vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, what are people
Right.
taking more of?
More people are going for the Not that people aren't going for your weird thing, but it's just it's a less demanding proposition to grab, like, the sweet bucket rather than your, like, interesting cocktails.
Wait, what did you
Spiced
make?
cocktail.
Yeah. Though the people that get it keep complimenting on how good it is.
He's going through Septon's going through, like, the spice cabinet, putting
Yeah.
stuff in the drink.
Yeah, Isla just tried to put the strongest liquor and not make you taste it at all.
So more people are getting that. So who's drinking, I guess? Who's drinking here out of this group?
I will have one
All right.
of I'll see that more people are going for the sweet stuff, and then take one from Septon's.
Okay. So I'm not gonna make you make a con save if you drink Septons because it's like a drink, and Ilis is like a get you drunk as easily as possible machine.
I'll make eyes at Shandi.
Actually, Shandi's gonna walk between the two. Go. Excuse me. Do either of you have sherry?
He is that kid. He is that kid.
Absolutely not Shandi, but I think you'll like this.
in my giant box, what did I get?
It was mostly like vodkas and
Vodkas, okay,
yeah,
cool.
hard liquor.
Okay, I'll take the one that Septon gives me then.
Cool. Yeah, no, you drink it and it tastes good. It's very alcoholic. You feel a little buzzed, but you're not like going wild. Arlith, on the other hand, took it from Isla, and he rolled a natural 1 on his con save. So Arlith immediately gets plastered. He keeps coming back for more.
Yes. Yes.
At a certain point, you could. I need a good song for this. This is good. At a certain point, you could see him in the center of the room, just like feeling himself, just like dancing, eyes half closed. Every time somebody, like a couple, starts trying to sneak towards the stairs, they see Sheko and just freak out. Like, not only are people not going up the stairs, they're keeping like at least a 10-foot berth around the entrance to the stairs because Sheko is there.
I considered having him at the top of the stairs and people like go and look. It's just like a figure.
A ghostly figure.
Like that picture of that scary chicken costume.
Everett, I don't know. Everett definitely probably drinks, but it doesn't seem to affect him in the same way that it's affecting everyone else. And he's just dancing. He's dancing to his heart's content. He's having a great time.
Wait, was it con save?
Yeah. If you're drinking it as well, then yeah, please make a con save.
I'm sampling.
I'll give you an advantage then.
Okay, cool.
Septon's definitely drinking, but he's not having more than like 2
Right.
throughout the course of the party.
$17.
You're definitely not the most sober you've ever been, but you're still well in control of your faculties.
Cool.
Everett has his ring turned to human. Just in case anyone's curious, he's not just being a ghost dancing in the middle of the room. Cool. Yeah, I mean the party rages. It goes for a
At some
while.
point, can I check my back pocket?
Yeah, that's pipeweed. That's a bag full of pipeweed.
Okay, if I'm like bartending with Septon, I'm gonna look and be like,
Wait, did you just touch me?
Elbowed.
like a
yeah.
little elbow nudge. I'm
Should I
wearing
make-
I'm wearing sleeves. Oh, but they're invisible sleeves.
I was gonna say, should I make a perception check to see if I notice like
If it's
a
overclothed,
disconnect?
I think make a perception check, but the DC is going to be pretty damn high.
Okay. I was just gonna say, I'm not sure if I should.
You've also been drinking, so why don't you make it a
That's an
disadvantage?
8.
Yeah,
You want to throw disadvantage on there?
8's fine.
Okay. Someone just looks down and sees a bag of pipeweed. I mean, if you want to grab your friends and go outside, go for it. But I'm good, and somebody should keep an eye on Just points to.
yeah, I'll keep an eye out on him. I don't know. My sister gave this to me, and speaking of which, I don't see her.
The door whips open, and you see Dima, long red hair. Her face looks pretty much the same, but she's got like makeup on it. And she looks younger, but she's, it's clearly Dima with red hair. I think those of you who aren't very familiar with her wouldn't recognize her, but Tether, you recognize her instantly. She whips on.
Sherry.
Isla!
Did you find Sherry?
No, I'm afraid I'm Sherry, Isla's older sister. And who might you be? Charming.
My name is Shanti.
Shanti.
This is Una.
Hello. I'm Isla's older sister, Sherry. As I said before.
Pleasure to make the acquaintance.
Right. Well, it's good to meet you both. I haven't been to a party like this in such a long time. Our parents, they're taskmasters with their business that they want me to take over.
And what business might that be?
Oh! And she like taps you on the nose and then just starts dancing her way into the crowd.
Interesting.
Okay, Isla's gonna go check up on Arliss, so she's gonna be like, well, actually, I never really do this, so, if you just want it for later, I don't know.
You're just giving me a bag of pipeweed?
Yeah, why not?
Ugh.
What could it cost? 50 gold?
Isla, you're too kind. And Septon's gonna take it and, go to hug her.
And Isla's gonna go, oh my god, I just got a head rush. I just need to go on the dance floor.
Septon's going to take the hint and go back to serving drinks.
Nice.
How much pipeweed do I have? Just a bag?
You got a bag? Yeah, you got a small bag of pipeweed.
I can't add that to. How do I add pipeweed to Foundry?
I think you should be able to add your own items. Um,
If you can, I don't know how.
you definitely can, because I think Chelsea has, but I don't know how off the top of my head right now, so just remember, write it
figure
down
it out
somewhere. Yeah. So you're headed over to Arlith, Isla?
Yeah, but also, we can just do, general party
Right.
and get towards the next week if we want. Unless
You
Arliss wants
can't
to-
set up a beautiful RP opportunity and just say, and then it happened. We're RPing this.
Okay, fine.
As you approach, Arlith goes, Isla! Fancy a dance?
I would love to dance.
He sort of does a big old bow to you, and then holds out his hands. Like ballroom dance style.
Isla's gonna do a exaggerated curtsy. And then just, like, rock out like this.
Whoa, I've never seen that form before.
Honestly, just flail your arms. It works for me.
Yeah, I've been doing that all night. It feels great.
Mm-hmm.
It's really... Thanks for having me have this party. I don't get to hang out with people very often, so this is very cool.
Honestly, me neither. So I needed this too.
Well, if you ever want to hang out with anybody, you know where I live now, so...
I do.
Can I see this?
Yeah!
Una stopped doing her awkward dancing and is just staring.
Reading lips.
Oh, true!
Shanti's gonna lean over and go, I'm happy we took Septon's drinks.
For real.
I'm having an okay time. Doesn't listen to what you said.
For real though, if you ever wanted to just hang out, you know, as long as I'm not in class, we'd totally do that.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I don't know if you noticed. I have a weird schedule living in town.
Right, I was trying to find you all week, but don't tell anyone because they're not supposed to know that.
My parents are traveling herbalists, and so me and my sister, we go out with them to gather.
Do they?
supplies
What are
and
the?
stuff.
What's your last name? Like who are they? Because
My last
my
name?
father, I don't know if you know who my father is, but he could probably help him out financially, considerably, maybe a business partnership.
Oh my, that's really sweet. I mean, it's a party. Let's talk about business another day, you know?
Sure, yeah. Hey, do you want to see like the coolest place in the whole house?
Is it not the living room / kitchen?
It's not. I've got a balcony.
That's really cool. I don't think you should be out on balconies right now.
But I am in perfect control of myself. I've
I don't know,
never been more sober.
Okay, on opposite day.
What?
I don't know.
Okay. No, I'm sober. Look how sober I am.
What does touching your nose do?
You can't do that if you're not sober.
I don't think that's true.
Really? I thought it was true though.
How about this? You can let's not stand on the balcony, but you can show me the balcony.
Okay, it's upstairs. Move, ghost! He walks over to his stairs and just points at Checo.
You can just walk through him.
There's a ghost. I don't want to, he's gross. Do you guys want to see the balcony? Just you guys though.
Yeah, guys, let's see the balcony.
She's
Somebody.
making a pleading face.
No, I think we should make sure things are under control down here.
Somebody's got to keep an eye on the drinks.
You're missing out.
Oh, no. Una's gonna take the hint and join.
Welcome, Una.
Were you making eyes?
Yeah.
Welcome, Una, to the tour of your
Hi.
life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been hyping this up.
This is really great. Okay, move, ghost. Shoo.
Checo
We could just walk through.
I did that. All right.
Yeah.
And he's gonna clumsily stumble his way up the stairs.
Checo reappeared.
So he takes you upstairs, and upstairs is less of an open floor plan. There's several different rooms here. Takes you into what looks to be like a secondary living room. There is Sherry up here. He's got a little drinking, like a casual drinking set on a little table. Before he takes you through that room towards the wall, pulls aside a curtain, and you can see in front of you, honestly, a pretty beautiful view. The way this is positioned in Ash Grove sort of looks out over the cobbles, and you can see all of the lights and the torches. It's nice. And in the background, you can see the river, and then the fields and forests behind that. It's like, I said we shouldn't go out there, but it's really nice. You can kind of see it through the window. I've got a bunch of chairs out there, and sometimes I just sit out there, and it's nice. This is a pretty good tour, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's a beautiful view.
Right.
In Isla's head, I'll just be like, if you ever want an out, just tug on your left earlobe.
That sounds great.
Or
Thanks for
Sitting out there.
Right. Do you want to? We could all go out there.
No, I'm gonna stay hard and fast in my no balcony tonight rule.
She thinks I'm drunk.
oh, why would she think
I
that?
don't know. Well, hey, I'm glad we're all friends now. Because
Oh, we're friends.
what do you mean?
Well-
Isn't that what we've been talking about the whole time, Una? You're so difficult.
Oh, I wasn't being difficult.
Very
Okay.
difficult.
Sorry.
One of the top
That's
definitions
good.
of friendship is attending each other's house parties.
Right.
Got it.
See, now you've been to a real party. When I remember when I went to your guys' house and I was like, "You've never been to a real party." But now you've been to a real party.
Yes.
You been to our house?
What? You share? You
Their
live?
house?
You live together?
No, I'm sorry. I'm getting high on my own supply. You been to their house?
Yes, I went there for a party.
And I didn't get an invite?
It was before we knew you. Wait, no.
No. Well,
Sorry,
I
I was
actually
thinking
don't
of
know.
the very first party.
Well, do you know their teachers? I got invited by Casimir Orion.
Well, yeah, because your dad is, it starts with like an F name.
F.
Favalar?
I don't think that's it.
That's his Favalar.
I think it's Falavar.
No! I'm Arlith Favalar, and my father is
Aver-
Englith Favalar.
Aver Falavar.
What's oh, I don't even know who that is.
You
Favalar.
introduced-
Una-
Yeah.
No!
Okay, I am kidding with you now.
Oh. Well, you just got me.
Ah,
That was a pretty good prank. Honestly, pretty good. Pretty good prank, wasn't it?
That was funny.
All right,
Oh, Isla,
Oh.
you seem to be good friends with Septon.
Um,
You
yeah,
guys like help out in the kitchen?
yeah.
Well,
You're friends with
it was-
something?
well, it was less of a help out and more of a competition, and I mean, his drink is
Oh,
really
like-
good, but I think I won.
Like friendly competition?
Yeah, we weren't fighting to the death or anything.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. I know. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
Arleth is sort of like teetering back and forth, just like swaying, sort of looking confused and kind of pissed.
He's a good guy.
Is he, or is he just like charming?
He's a little annoying. He's a little annoying in my opinion.
I think so
but,
too. So
but he's still my friend and like.
right, we're
he's a trustworthy
acquaintances.
guy.
He is nice, but I don't think he's as hot as everybody says he is.
People say he's hot. Ew.
Yeah, people say that all the time.
What people?
I don't know, your friends. And he points at you, Isla.
Okay, so Tether through Isla has been learning a lot about socializing and socialness, but this is going to a level that she is not known for, so she's short-circuiting right now.
Oh wait. Oh, Una's gonna whip around. Oh wait, do your friends like Septon? Oh, that makes things. Oh no. I don't want to get into the middle of that. I'm so sorry. That can get really tricky.
Well,
So
it's just your friends though, so it's fine, right? Unless you like Septon. Do you like Septon? Una? Do you like it?
Oh, do I like Septon?
Do you like
Like as a
Septon?
friend, yeah.
No, like in a smooch kind of way.
No.
Oh, violent. Well, you brought it up. Pretty sure you brought it up.
I mentioned Isla and Septon working in the kitchen
Yeah.
together.
Septon's cool, but he's just like mediocre looking mostly.
Right.
I mean, objectively, he's very nice to look at, I thought.
Yeah, you're right. I was, I want to go dance more, I think. Dance.
Okay,
I think
that's
we're,
all.
well, oh.
What?
So fucking up.
He sort of very, like, slowly starts making his way down the stairs.
Loudly but whisper, no,
Like fake whispering?
yeah, to, Isla, like, I'm so sorry, if I wasn't trying to allude to anything.
Allude to what? Allude to what? I'm sorry, I got really lost. Who likes me? Full voice.
No, everybody thinks you're very cool. Everyone does. Una!
Everybody likes you, and then in her head I'll be like, Arleth likes you.
And then I was gonna go give a It's really good to be liked.
I'm sorry if that can make you uncomfortable. I'm so sorry. I know, like, I'm so sorry. This
Let's dance.
This was not my place. I barely know you, and like, I'm so sorry.
Is Arla still here too?
No, he's gone down. He's left.
Yeah.
After giving Una the death glare, he went downstairs.
You hear
I'm
him
so
move,
sorry. I know.
ghost.
I'm so sorry. I know. I know what it's like to be teased about things like that, and I really meant to just have some fun with him, but now I see you're uncomfortable, and I feel really bad.
It's okay. To be totally honest, I don't really have a lot of experience in that.
No. I'm sorry.
No.
Again, you just look very confident and cool, so I just assumed you did, not in a judgy way, but you just okay. Would you like me to
but
back off? Do you want me to keep being this awkward third wheel that I'm being and being very successful at? Because if I think I keep
enjoy
doing
your
this,
company.
nothing will ever happen between anybody tonight. What do you need? I'm here for you. And I grab her hands.
No, before you go to grab your hands, she does this.
Wait, did you take off the cap?
Yeah.
Oh shit! So, in front of you, you see Isla disappear and Tether appear in front of you.
But right immediately back on.
Right.
I look at her drink. No, I definitely only had one. Give me a high five right now. High five me. I'm gonna grab her hand. Are you kidding?
Shut up. Just be quiet. I'm not gonna say it. Let me have this.
Of course. Of course.
It felt really good.
Okay, then I'll totally stop with Arleth. I'm so sorry.
I had no idea what was happening.
I barely knew either. I was just trying to make fun of him when I thought it wasn't you.
I understand the making fun of him part, but
I'll stop. Oh, poor baby. He's gonna be so heartbroken.
I didn't know that was
But
happening.
you have a sister. Who's your sister?
A friend from work.
Nice. It's amazing. Alright, I feel like it's best if I just stay away from you for tonight. I just feel like I'm gonna keep freaking out about this. I'm not mad at you. You did nothing wrong.
Thank you.
I'm so
Yeah.
Can I be holding your hand? I'm
Yeah.
so proud of you.
Thank you so much. It's really good to not be me for a while.
It's still you though.
Thank you. I'm not there yet. Oh, you cried. Sometimes I don't like being a mushroom.
I understand. Sometimes I don't like having this hair and freaky bloodline shit.
And I just wanted to be normal. And this is what I would look like if it hadn't happened.
Oh, I'm so sorry. If it makes you feel better, I love your mushroom.
It doesn't make me feel better, but I thank you for your sentiment. And I just think you're such a beautiful friend, and that's why I've been so scared, because I just, like, I felt like if I told you, it wouldn't be real anymore, but, like, I just need really help because it's getting a lot more complicated.
Okay. Okay. I'm fine. We're
fine.
We're fine.
Okay.
Okay, but now that I know it, okay, now I'm gonna psychic link with you. So if you need me at any time during this party, you reach out to me, okay?
Okay, cool.
And I know you can do this without saying anything out loud. I know you can.
I can as Isla.
Yes, you can. Isla can.
Okay, okay. Are my eyes puffy?
Your illusion is preventing that from happening.
No, they look great. How's mine?
They're a little puffy, but that's okay.
Okay. Alright, you go down first. I'm gonna collect myself.
Okay, I'm just... Isla's wiping
Oh, I
tears
didn't
that
ask
don't
for a
show up.
halfling size, that's why.
It's
Septon pours him the same size.
Okay.
Gotta be more careful of that.
But obviously... Shh.
Obviously.
Goes to the stairs. Okay, I think it's time for a conga line.
Woo!
Luna starts crying again. So proud.
Downstairs while all that happens, Shandi and Septon are just like standing there.
I don't know. It sounds like, from what I've heard, Septon's gonna wind up chatting with one of Isla's friends.
They're definitely coming up to you. Like,
Yes. Sorry.
you could tell who's like interested in the spiced alcohol and who's interested in the person making the spiced alcohol. But yeah, one of them comes up to you. You're so good at drink making. Where'd you learn how to do that?
Learned from a guy who I only know as Chef. I don't know his real name.
That's really cool.
Also, I traveled with a guy on the road who bought and sold spices.
So you like travel around? That's pretty cool. Like, what do you do?
Oh God. You don't want to know about any of that.
Oh no, of course. I'd like to. I like travel.
I travel to terrible places you don't ever want to go.
Oh, why?
That answer gave me, I like people, places, and things.
You know, I mean, I'm with the adventurers, you know? We're always off.
Wow, no wonder you're so strong.
That is magic.
What? No, look at you. You're buff. You've got to work out.
Septon buff? I feel like Septon's not buff.
Septon has proficiency in athletics.
Yeah, that's true.
You're probably like swimmer buff, but you're
He's
definitely
only got
buff.
a 12 in strength.
Don't
but
matter.
yeah,
You're
he's probably...
you're toned.
All right. No, yeah, it's a fun time, but it's exhausting. And when I come back here, I just want to relax.
Yeah, no, I get that.
You here for another drink?
Yeah, no, totally. I'm really enjoying our conversation.
Septon is not.
I'm Daphne, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
So, do you like, how often are you here versus how often are you not here?
I'm at the Emerald Rock every weekend, Fridays and Saturday nights.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Like Arlith hired you to come be a...
No, we forced this party on him.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It was your friend's idea, almost entirely, because I think her and Arlith are pals, shall we say.
Right.
Although I'm sure you can tell that.
No, it's pretty obvious. He's definitely got a thing for her. I don't know. You should have seen it when he invited her to the dance. Like, they met, and immediately he asked her out on a date. Like, immediately. I love when men are, like, bold and just, like, go for what they want.
Uh-huh. How to proceed.
So,
Sorry, zoned out there for a second.
no worries. I'm sure you've got a lot on your mind.
Yeah.
Eyes.
Long few days. Also trying to make sure. Where did Arlith go? Like
At this point, he's probably coming down the stairs. Move, ghost!
Oh, okay, he's good.
Disappears again.
He's good. Shandi, you got? Okay, yeah, no, we're good. Sorry. I'm trying to like patch things up between Arlith and I, and my friends. It was rough for a while.
You and Arlith?
Well, yeah, we had a bit of a rivalry going, and wasn't great. And then trying to be a little more friendly now.
How magnanimous of you.
Oh, you know me. Yeah. Hero of the realm, always trying to do the right thing.
He really seems like it. So do you dance?
I love to dance.
Do you want to dance?
Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna put down the alcohol and unleash
Please
that.
say it like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, she sort of
How he said
winces a little bit, but takes the W and starts dancing. Another one of Isla's friends sort of comes over to you, Shandi. Goes, so, are you enjoying the party?
Yes, it's quite something.
You been to many parties like this before?
Oh, no, not many like this, but yes, a handful in my day. Say, I have a joke. Are you a fan of humor?
Sure. I like jokes.
What did the nobleman say to his belly button?
What?
You're under a vest.
That's so funny. You know what? I hear my friend calling me, but that was
I have more. If you'd like.
I'll be back. I'll
Okay,
definitely be back.
I'll save the good ones for you.
Great, thank you. She goes. Witnessing this, none of the rest of Isla's posse approaches you. Cool, yeah. I mean, at this point, Daphne's really going for it during the dance, Septon.
I feel like once Septon is out of the dance floor, he's gonna loosen up a bit. But he was genuinely trying to make sure like nothing bad happened.
Right.
And then she tempted him with dancing, and he couldn't stop himself.
Cool. So she's going for it. I don't know how much you're reciprocating there, but she's.
He'll start to reciprocate more and more as the party takes over.
Right. Isla returns to the dance floor. Arlith passes out on like a fancy chair, like maybe 10 minutes later, but the party keeps raging. Why don't we cut to like an hour and a half later, and you guys tell me where you are.
Well, whenever Una came down the stairs, and as soon as she spotted Septon dancing with somebody, she did the same stare across that she did with Arla.
Una's Kill Bill alarm just keeps going off.
I'm so confused.
No, she's just eavesdropping.
Yeah.
And then, well, she doesn't like stare at it the whole time, but then she'll come down and go back to her awkward dancing.
Right. Cool. So yeah, where as the party starts to wind down about an hour and a half from now, where do we find each one of you? Everett has just been dancing his life away. He's having a fucking great time.
He got glow sticks somehow.
He's dancing lights or something, honestly. He's probably got a spell to make some spell effects. You see little shadows in the kitchen just, like, eating shit. What about the rest of you? Why don't we start with Shandi? What's Shandi up to about an hour and a half later? And feel free to fill in any of the events that happened in the interim, too. I'm giving you the sort of go-ahead.
I think Shandi is at a certain point, because his friends are all dancing, and started hovering and going, like, various groups of people chattering and being like, oh, hello. Don't mind if I join the conversation circle here. It's like,
Stop making
how do you
fun of
tell
me.
if a vampire is sick? If he's coughing.
So you successfully disperse most of the groups that form through the course of this party.
I really thought that didn't get them.
For a few of them, Una will try to save them. And be like, ah!
Yeah, there's a few people who, like, politely laugh along, but sooner rather than later, the group disbands.
It's just Shawnee. I'm like, I don't know. I thought it was pretty.
Una, you get it, see, because you're well read. These are thinkers.
Cool, so yeah, you spend your party doing that. Is there anywhere you'd like to end up as the party comes to a close, or just sort of around?
Well, when Arleth passed out, Isla took over the role of host.
Yeah, okay.
So she's like, by the end, she's kind of like encouraging people, like, "Oh, it looks like what a great party! It looks like it's time to go," stuff like that, and then like cleaning up and putting a bucket where he is.
Great, cool.
Una started cleaning once she got sick of dancing, which was probably 5 minutes.
Yeah, not too long. And the one we've all been waiting for is something. How'd your night go?
I hate this shit. I gotta stop writing all my characters to be like this.
You always play fucking charisma machines, dude. What do you expect?
First session, campaign 2, you bedded 2 college students?
Yeah. It wasn't the first session,
First session.
but it was
yes.
quick. You
had a
went.
threesome.
Thuvius went and had a threesome.
Yeah.
Is
Campaign 1, by the way.
Is Daphne trying to make out? So what's going on?
Yeah.
Alright, then in some corner of the room, they have slipped off, and Septon has dropped a 3rd level invisibility to make them both invisible. in private.
Right.
How actually, how does Daphne respond to that?
She's into it. She's like, yeah, damn, that's hot.
Alright, then. That's what Septon's doing.
Sweet. Yeah, no, you have a whole makeout sesh. It happens. Eventually, Isla's crew starts to leave, and she's like, I gotta go, but this was fun.
Septon dispels invisibility.
She, like, grabs you by the chin and says, this better not be the last time I see you.
I guess Una and Shanti just see
Yeah, they
Septon
appear, and then she grabs his chin and says something very close to his face, and then turns and goes.
You know where to find me.
I wonder what that was all about.
Cool, yeah. At this point, the party's sort of like dying down.
Oh, also, at some time during the night, Tether would have got up to Dima and been like, "Okay, so her parents are traveling herbalists."
Yeah, she gets all the info. Dima's still around, by the way. Dima's here, and she's helping clean up a little bit as people are leaving.
Cool.
Cool, yeah, but before too long, it's pretty much just you guys left as the last few people trickle out.
Should we bring him up to his room?
Yeah, we probably should.
Yeah.
Oh, Septon does want to see how trashed is the house.
It's looked better. It's just this room. Well, the thing is, Una was like during party doing some cleanup, so it's definitely avoided some major damage. But like, it's not clean, you know.
The floors, I'm sure, sticky.
Yeah.
Septon is gonna do his best to cast mending.
Cool.
On whatever he can.
Yeah, there's not a ton
stuff
of
up.
broken things, but you can fix most of them. Everett's gonna try to get the boy over his arm, but he's not. Yeah. So the two of you managed to get him upstairs to his fucking giant, like, king-sized, beautiful bed with silk sheets.
The second you get up to the second floor, you see that Sherry.
You do. There's like a whole sherry setup up here.
I knew I could sense it here somewhere. Tuck him in.
Sleep good now, Arlith.
I suppose we should help with the cleanup.
Yeah. Head on back down. Yeah, not too long passes before cleanup finishes, and Dima/Sherry. It's like, well, this is really fun, Isla. I will see you at home. I'm so glad I got to meet all of you. Oh, unless you want to come with.
Yeah, I figured I'd go home too.
Right, okay.
Okay, guys, it was really good seeing you guys again.
Good seeing you as well. One for the road?
Yes, please. I've been dying all night.
This is one of my favorites.
Uh-huh.
What has more lives than a cat?
I don't know.
A frog, because it croaks every day. See, you get it, you and Una. You're the ones that get it.
Dima's chuckling pretty heartily as well. That's pretty good, actually. That's actually pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Bye, everyone!
Everett loved the moves.
Thanks, Isla!
Septon, good
I
job.
owe you one, Isla.
Any time of the week. Una,
For
you're
both things, I owe you actually.
definitely. Also, I wrote down the recipe what I made. If you ever want to make it at home, I don't know.
I'll say, I think we should host a party, but that would be tricky.
You should absolutely host a party.
I'm sure that would be tricky.
I mean, he said that like to Una and Shanti.
We would
Yeah.
have to do like a huge silencing spell
Right.
around the whole.
Right.
Well,
We
well.
usually wait until we're like a few levels higher.
When can
Una's
I learn?
just tired.
When can I learn Magnificent Mansion?
Absolutely throw a party in a magnificent mansion.
Okay, me and my sister are gonna go.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
And the second we're out of ear and eyesight, Tether's gonna turn on Longstrider and run home.
Oh, hey, kid! Alright. Thanks for inviting me, kid.
Oh, yeah, of course. Did you want to hang out? I just wanted to get.
No,
home
no,
before
you're
they
good.
did.
Yeah, have fun.
Okay, cool.
What time is it about now?
Hug. Bye.
1:30 in the morning.
Oh goodness, we have class.
We do. I'm fine.
Yeah. Should be good.
The long walk home.
Like sleep in a little bit.
It is a long walk home.
And Miss
long walk home.
Calisthenics, Una.
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
No, this was our choice. We have to live with it.
It's fine. It's fine. We had fun. Everyone had fun.
Alright, well, let's go home. Start walking home. Do you pass the entire hour-long home in silence, or just chatting, or is there, if there's a conversation anyone wants to have, let me know, but if not, we can fast forward. Cool. Alright, yeah, you head home.
Was there a conversation we were supposed
Actually,
to?
no. Septon is gonna ask. So wait, Una, what went down upstairs?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I thought I was like poking fun at Arlith because I thought we were there in our acquaintanceship. But then Isla started to get really uncomfortable, and I don't want to do that to her, so I stopped. And then, well, yeah. And he was just kind of like, hey, you're difficult. I'm gonna dance away. That's pretty much how it happened.
Makes sense. Yeah, the good-natured ribbing
Really
about.
does like her though, which is
I mean, if he likes her, does she not?
she doesn't like him back.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. Well, hey, there's other girls in town.
Yeah.
He's rich. He'll be fine.
He's fine. I'll be fine. As long as he isn't like anything like he was anything like he was to us in our first weeks here, but
True.
can you imagine if a few months ago I said, hey, Arla's gonna turn out to be not too bad?
No, I wouldn't have believed it, but
He's still a little, but
He's a little, but he did blow his throat out to save our friend.
yeah.
What?
This is a good phrase.
What?
This is a good
I
phrase.
just blew my throat out.
Blew his throat out.
He's always blowing his throat out to save the homies.
Yeah.
Chelsea, aren't you glad you play in this campaign? Alright, well, you make your way home. As you get home, Heather, I assume you're just there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You tuck in for the night. And you get ready for your next week of classes. And we finish tonight's episode of Dungeon Party. We'll pick up next time on Monday, the 11th of Seleucus. I do want to give you guys a warning that Tuesday, the 26th of Seleucus is Simorian Independence Day. So,
God bless America.
Just a party every week.
yeah. Well, one of these you made.
It's a party every week, baby.
One of these was your creation. But yeah, Zymorian Independence Day, which is celebrated a little differently in every region of Zymor. So have some fun with that when we get there. But that will be all for us tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys so much for playing. If you're not currently playing a game of Dungeons & Dragons, you absolutely should, because you can tell the sickest jokes of all time at parties.
Credit to parade.com, 101 corny jokes.
Can't do that in any other game. Actually, that's a D&D supplement, parade.com. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's us. Yeah, Winfield, why don't you hit us with one more for the road? That'll be a good way to end this.
In honor of Egg Boy, let me do an egg one. Why don't eggs tell jokes?
Why not?
They crack too easily.
Sucks, dude. That sucks. All right, that's it for us.
Eggs don't have jokes, they only got yolks.
That's better.
That's better. Yeah.
Oh, no.
What kind of tea is hard to swallow?
What?
Reality.
That's not even a joke. That's not even a joke.